Hey everyone! Welcome to 12 Days of Indie. Hey guys! Welcome travelers. Are you enjoying yourselves? Don't forget to stand, stretch, you know, it's been a long ride, you know, but it's fine. I'm gonna take you on a tale of twists and turns, mind-bending worlds and heroes. First of all, I am Mike. Welcome. I am joined with my amazing players today. Let's go from left to right, starting with Trisky TV, the owner of Unlucky Rolls, as well as the manager of Grom the Orc. How's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How's you? How's you feeling today, raising money for the kids?
Yeah, exactly. This is all for the kids. We'll get into that definitely have to create a small timeline for that one. But in addition to that, we also have Steven. Welcome, buddy.
Hey.
I think you've already been. I think you've played a few times already on the 12 Days of Indie already, right?
I have played once this year and once last year. I have 3 more slots this year coming up next week. So
busy.
Yeah, super busy.
Yep, and they're all games that have been given by the developers for this specifically. So they're all real indie games.
There we go. Well, I'm happy to have you, and of course, I'm joined with my lovely wife, Amber.
Hey.
Both me and Amber both work the Arcane Focus D&D channel. And just to let you guys know, not only are we ready for, I'm ready to share this amazing story with all of you guys, as well as my players, but I'm also very excited and very honored to be here on the channel for this amazing cause. If you're just joining us or need a quick refresher, all of us here are streaming to raise money for Toys for Tots. Toys for Tots is an amazing charitable organization that has been active since 1947, and their main goal is to bring the joy of Christmas as well as the holidays and send a message of hope to America's less fortunate by providing them a toy that they can open during Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, other seasonal holidays such as. Thank you so much to all of the coordinators, all of the mods who've been working very hard at making this entire 2-week extravaganza work out fine. So very much love to you guys. And of course, we have some incentives for you guys to donate. Please do so. It'll affect the game. So you can definitely mess with my players here as we go on with the story.
You can induce chaos.
We're going to induce chaos.
Did you send the incentives to our moderator for your block?
Oh, it's I think it's been entered right now already. So we do have our incentives here. It is $5. We'll roll on $5 or more. We'll go ahead and roll on that wild magic table. $10 or more. We're gonna roll on that madness table. There's definitely if people don't know that, there actually is a madness table within 5e D&D. So
it's not pretty either.
It's not pretty. No.
I think I've only had to roll on that once, like ever.
I'm looking forward to the end of the game when my innocent little child has become a deranged psychopath.
Ghost of M, thank you so much for donating. 333, hitting those triple digits. Thank you so much, buddy. Love you, Ghost. Absolutely.
T-Mod currently in the lead, calling you out, Team Even.
I love that. Well, are you guys ready for the tale?
Yes.
Of what I like to call the Eternity Rail. Let's go ahead and change the music for a quick second, and let's begin.
Wait, you have music?
I do.
Yeah, on the Astral Tabletop.
All the things.
I'm gonna roll a die to see who wakes first.
Oh, no.
Lilith.
Of course.
We're gonna begin with you. Okay. Could you please describe your character as you currently wake up and feels like a sandy bed?
Lilith is about, I want to say about 6 foot. She's kind of a tall tiefling. She has purple skin. Her eyes kind of have like an opalescent glow to them. Black horns, short black hair. She has kind of like heavy armor. It's also kind of black, and she wields essentially a huge maul on her back. And yeah. And she has a moon symbol around her neck.
All right. Lilith, you awoken from your slumber due to blinding light that has now hit your eyes. The feeling of hot, scorching air rushes past your face and exposed skin as hot sand scrapes across those exposed areas. It takes a moment to get your bearings, as you have to block out the intense rays from the suns from your eyes, as you find yourself in a poorly put together camp in the middle of a desert. Wherever you were previously, you now find yourself here. You look around the tent area that you find yourself in, only finding that it's merely loose tarp that has now blown away, and now the sun is hitting you directly, tied to 4 tilted wood posts that are off on the side. Bits of cloth and remains of a long dead campfire are found to the side. If you can, please roll me a perception check.
Oh. Hold on, let me get up my stats. What is mine? Okay. Let's roll this giant dice. Not great. 11.
11. What you do find...
Too much sand in her face.
Yeah, you kind of... A bit of sand hits your eyes. You definitely have to pull back a little bit. You do find what looks like to be 2 other, these sort of ramshacked tents off to the side, with figures unconscious underneath them. One of them, to your left, a human. Another, what looks like to be a kobold, with some other strange construct next to it.
Okay.
What do you do?
She spits the sand out of her mouth. Tries to get it a little bit out of her clothes, and like, are they asleep? Or are they just like passed out?
You're several feet. You definitely could get a little
Can't tell.
closer to get a better look.
She'll sit up, and she's just, because that's how she is, she just goes, "Hey, are you awake over there?"
Rolly, Siler, what is both your passive perceptions?
I believe mine's 11.
11.
Give me just a second. I forgot to pull up my sheet. I apologize.
We are prepared.
All right.
We are
Always.
professionals.
Totally prepared. Luckily, it's just a matter of a couple of clicks to get her. All right, Siler. There. And passive perception, that's... It's been a while since I played.
It should be
wow.
on your it should be on your sheet, but if anything, we can say that the first one to rouse awake.
9.
A 9. Definitely perfect. Rolly, could you please describe your character?
So, waking up very grumpily from her snoozing next to a strange sort of kobold-styled construct of a sort. It's basically, for those of you in the real world would know it as a puppet, loosely slapped together with disjointed arms that are actually snakes for arms. Rolly herself gets up, rubs out her eyes.
Yeah, you're
looks
woken up
around.
from the screaming of someone. Are you awake?
Yeah.
Like, are you alive? You're immediately caught up and trying to
Yeah.
get your bearings.
She gets up, looks around. She's a rather short kobold, as most kobolds are. Deep crimson red scales on her, and she's wearing padded leather armor, but the padded leather armor has numerous very childlike drawings scattered all over it. So it's just like she took the armor off, took out some chalk, and drew weird things on it all the time out of boredom. She gets up, she looks around, and she's just like, "What do you want?
I just yell
Why
back,
is it so hot?"
"Are you okay?"
She just checks herself very quickly.
You look around,
I
Rolly.
guess.
Yeah, you look around, Rolly, and you see yourself, not where you were before. All of you, really, wherever you were in your life, whether you were traveling with friends and traveling wherever you were, now find yourself in this very scorching, heat-ridden desert in this sort of ramshack tent. That Rolly, you're the only one. Well, besides you and the human off to the left of you, has like sort of this wavering tarp that is being carried by the wind. Weird posts that are keeping it steady, but I would like you to roll me a perception check, if you may.
Alrighty. 7.
7. You as well. Your eyes trail off a bit to look at this strange purple tiefling who's a bit caring, asking if you're okay. But immediately your eyes turn directly to your creation to see if everything's okay and seeing that it's with you, which is a nice feeling.
Are you okay, Kixo? She just sort of like picks up its arm and checks it over for a little bit, seemingly distracted by this puppet.
If she says she's okay, then I'll start walking towards the human then.
Okay.
As she gets up and she's just like, it's in all the cracks. This is gonna be really hard to get out later. She gets up and dusts herself off a little and starts walking over there.
Do you wake up the human?
Mm-hmm. Like gently, not like forcefully. She just kind of nudges.
Siler, could you please describe your character?
All right, human. He is a bard by trade, so of course he's got a lute on his back. He's not well dressed, but he's middling dressed, like nice clothes, decent clothes. And of course, when he wakes up, he pulls his little glasses out of his pocket and puts them on, and he's like, "What in the world? This is not my bed. And who are you?"
Lilith. I don't think this is any of our beds unless you just tend to sleep out in the desert, then no judgment. Are you okay?
Other than my purse being missing, yes, I'm fine.
Oh. She starts checking for her stuff.
Siler, could you please roll me a perception check?
Absolutely. Ooh, 18 minus 1, so 17.
17. Very good. As you awaken, so definitely not being able to see very well, puts on your glasses and now have a bit of more of a better view of your surroundings. One thing that you can see over Lilith's shoulder, who's introduced herself, beyond numerous sand dunes, several hundreds of feet away, you do see what looks like to be the wavering heat lines and sort of vestige of a wooden tavern.
Ah, just the thing I need. There's a tavern over that way.
I could use a drink. I think there's another one over there. We should go check on how she or he's doing. We should point over into the direction of the cobalt.
Lash, thank you so much for the raid.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bring in your 9 buddies.
Rolly is still just inspecting her puppet, seemingly like over intently focused on this, going over all the details, making sure that none of the sand has caused any like notable damage. And so she's sort of like zonked out to the point that she doesn't really seem to notice you guys doing stuff.
We got ourselves a donation of $5.
Oh, good.
Which
Thank
means
you.
Wild Magic Roll. As you guys are, you can go ahead and communicate with each other, especially with Rolly currently.
We walk over, whole tent explodes. Hopefully not. She's just gonna tap Rolly on the shoulder. Sorry. You okay?
That's fine. I'm just making sure Kixo's all right. Hey, Kixo, want to say hi? And right in front of you, Rolly sort of holds her fingers up like so, real quick, and I'm pretty sure you would probably pick up on this if you're used to any magic anything, but something comes out of her fingertips and connects to the puppet.
You see
and
these
Kixo,
very thin arcane lines that come out. And as you
Kixo
raise the
stands up.
head, a wild magic surge of the world around you. This push of the twisting of weaves. And the funny thing is, Rolly, you're not sure if maybe you're the one causing this, because you're the first one to do this. And out of your hands, in addition to that thin line of weaves that you always have this connection with, Nixo, a fog cloud starts to emit from your hand, something that's never happened before. And it starts to get not only foggish, but also the wind and sand starts to pick up. It's getting kind of difficult, almost like an instant sandstorm starts to occur.
Is this how you always say hello?
I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here. She just sort of like gets Kixo to stand up and starts walking away with him as fast as she can.
Well, there's a tavern over there. Let's go. I hope you don't say hello to like this all the time.
I didn't do that.
Siler, you rolled fairly high in perception before, and as you guys start to make your way towards the tavern, you hear like something erupted. A second goes by, like something emerged.
Hearing strange sounds, guys, so keep alert.
Maybe we should move faster. Strange sounds aren't always great.
Especially in the desert.
Yeah, if we need to move quick, I should probably do this. Rolly just pulls out her little pouch on her side, opens it up, it expands quite widely, and she just engulfs this tiny little bag over the entirety of Kixo because she has a bag of holding for all of her puppets.
Very nice.
She ties it up very nicely and starts running.
All right.
At this
I'm
point,
gonna follow suit.
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, you guys start to rush it, hoof it down the several now moving, almost like waves of sand dunes. Siler definitely being the more perceptive in this particular moment, looking behind, and you see what looks like to be a purple-skinned. It's hard to tell the size because of how far away from you it is, but this almost worm that erupts from the sand, and you see it goes on for a bit. Dive in, and it kind of feels like it's getting a bit bigger and towards your direction.
Okay. Let's go faster, guys.
Just wolfing it.
Okay.
I'm already running as fast as I can.
I hope it's fast enough.
You guys run further in. The sound of the emerging and exiting of the sand itself, this explosion of geyser-like sand from this worm-like creature starts to get louder. The actual rumbling itself starts to cause the sand start to jump a bit. You guys are getting 300, 200 feet, 100 foot away from the actual tavern. And the moment you get about 20 feet, you see this thing land just about 200 from you.
Ooh.
About 75 feet away from you, it rises out of the ground. Bits of sand start to scatter, almost like it's raining upon you, and it actually lands on the other side of the tavern, seemingly not aware of your presence, as it is gigantic.
Oh, my little heart.
That was fun.
I'm gonna need 2 drinks for this. And she's gonna start. She runs zoom faster. Like,
Sure.
come on.
You enter in an old tavern.
In. And Lilith will be the last one, and then she'll just shut the door.
The temperature immediately cools down. Feeling that whatever structure this is definitely insulated enough where it is causing a bit of the heat to bounce off, keep the insulated cool inside. You see the bar itself is just stacked with alcohol, barrels, things of that nature. There are several chairs that are dusty, tables that look like they've never been used. It looks fairly empty in this space, and it looks like you have the run of things.
I'm gonna hop over to the bar and see what we have to choose from.
You see ales, vodkas, heavy whiskeys, and bourbons. There are what looks like to be like actual chilled, like there is you open one of the boxes down there and it's actually this white arcane box. As you open it, you see a puff of cold air, almost like this thing was insulating and keeping the space cold. But you see the water, refreshments, mostly drinks, no food, but you find quite an assortment.
All right, I'll start putting up drinks and so what would you guys like?
What do you got?
I don't drink, thanks.
Alrighty. Well, let me just, I got, being a thief has allowed me to, a thief and a bard, or no, I'm a bard in this one, sorry. Being a bard, I have practiced with my hands, so I'm doing bottle flips and pouring some drinks out, you know, doing some backhand stuff. Pour a couple of drinks for us and hand one, or slide one right over.
Thank you. I didn't get
Trying
your
to put on
name.
a show.
And she drinks it. What are your names?
I'm Rolly.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Siler Applebottom, and I had to change my name because it was Trundlebum.
That's a funny name.
Right? All right, so shall we look around and see if there's anybody here?
As you say that, you hear from the entrance of the tavern itself. Oh, please look around. Have yourself at it. It's totally fine.
Really need to stop ending up in weird places with old guys with beards.
You turn around, and what you see is this old gnomish individual, definitely wrinkles on his skin, a long pencil mustache that almost leads into a bit of a chin strap that leads to a further long pointed beard. His hair is balding with only the sort of the fur and the hair off to the side that's pulled back. Green robes with brown tan leathers that go across. He has a staff in one hand and is currently just sort of smiling, encouraging. Yes, please look around. You have the run of the place.
Rolly turns to him and says, "You have a nice smile."
Thank you. I work on it.
Lilith is gonna go around him.
Here, you have a lot of time to practice.
Oh, I try many of things. Really, I do. What are you doing, Lilith?
Oh, I'm gonna go around him and look at his, I guess his cloak or whatever he's wearing, and she's looking for a tag because she's had a similar incident before.
Excuse me, personal space.
Just wanted to make sure you were a real wizard and not like you loaned this from somebody.
I've got many questions.
I don't have a whole lot of answers.
Well, I wanted to greet you all. Welcome to my lightning rail. Do you like it so far?
I could use with a little less sand.
Yeah, little sandy, getting sand in places.
But it feels a lot like an actual desert, does it not?
You mean it's not a desert?
In ways, it's not. In ways, it is. You see, about a year ago, I've had some adventurers join me. Not by their own volition, but it's fine. We'll move past that. But they escaped.
Wait a second.
Ooh, yes. Questions.
Rolly's just like, you're just like, as you say, I not by their own volition. Rolly's just like, wait a second, and then you keep talking. That's sort of my idea.
He does stop when you say, wait a second. He's like, yes, questions.
Not their own volition.
Well, did you ask to come here?
No.
You found
Good
yourself
point.
in the same boat? Or
This isn't a boat. You said it's a train.
that's right. You've heard of them. Good, good. It makes it a lot easier to explain. Well, the adventurers were able to escape, and ever since then I've been trying to get them back. But I'm not perfect. Instead, I got you three. Apologies. Well, say la vie. Sometimes it happens.
I don't know whether to be insulted or impressed. Like we were like your second choice? That's kind of rude, you know?
More like you weren't my choice at all.
Okay, I'm insulted.
Anyways.
So anything fun to do around here?
Ooh, you're looking for fun?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I have a bit of a task for you. If you complete it, I'll send you back.
Okay.
Yeah, he reaches into a coat and brings out what looks like to be about like a foot by foot, even square box that is lovely, just gift wrapped. You see that there are like pine trees on it, that on this like sort of wrapping paper with sort of this bright red bow, and places it on the table. A few cars forward lives a very innocent child. If you can give this kid this gift, I'll let you leave. But looks at his non-existent watch and looks at another one and goes, you've only got about a few hours, so you best hurry.
Okay. Rolly just sort of like hops up to him, reaches out to take the package from him.
Pushes it forward.
She takes the package and puts it in her bag of holding. And then she starts walking off in some random direction.
You're still in the tavern, but what ends up happening as you take the package, He knocks on the door behind him, the entrance to the tavern 3 times, opens it up. You see that the door itself now was wood, now starting to turn almost like this bright red sort of, it's still wood, but definitely the coloration starts to change. The handle itself, instead of sort of this old, rusted over brass, turns bright gold. He opens the door and goes, "Good luck! Please deliver the present. Will you have time? But you only get so much."
Oh, we're going that way.
And he falls backwards in a tumble and into this white void as the door closes.
That guy was funny.
Definitely. Funny looking.
Okay, let's go deliver the package. Rolly just walks through the door.
Rolly, you open the door itself. You see the golden handle open. And in front of you, what you see is just bright white. An endless void with no discernible features, but you can walk through it if you wish.
She just sort of like holds the door open, turns around, and looks at the two of you, just like, "Are you coming or not?"
Oh, we're
Simon
coming.
looks at Lilith and shrugs.
I figured you were going first. You seemed awful keen on opening that door.
She's just making sure you're coming along. I'm just making sure you're coming along. She just walks through.
All right. Everyone else follows?
Yeah,
You will all find
Ladies
yourself...
first.
I'll go in.
As you find yourself in this white open void, you can hear the a horn blasting in from what seems to be in this empty void. And then finally what you hear sounds like singing. A chorus happening all around you where you hear multiple voices singing after one another in this sort of harmonious tune. Let's go ahead and change the music. Yeah, we'll keep it this one. There we go. As you walk through the void itself, you are greeted by what looks like to be an endless field of flowers, trees of all types. You see several birds and fauna and other like wild-like animals just walking and sort of enjoying this outdoor garden of an area. As you start to realign your eyes, seeing that the void is now past and you find yourself in this new space, something that is greatly occurring to everyone here is that the flowers, the trees, the clouds, and a lot of the greenery here, things that normally wouldn't have an actual face, actually have a face and start to bounce in this rhythmic pattern as a lot of them start to sing and almost go into like this, like just an equivalent, like this collective consciousness just singing about bright, happy days and the wonders of the wind. They continue off. Is there anything else that you guys do as you see this entire moment happen?
Lilith is gonna go
So-
touch one.
Which one?
Rolly,
Do you,
as she... Go ahead.
I'm just gonna touch like a flower and be like this, because this is her deal.
Yeah.
Touch it.
oh, happy days! Hi, happy days! And just starts to continue as she gets poked.
Rolly is just adjusting to the sunlight because she has sunlight sensitivity, which I forgot about in the desert, but oh well, it's too late now. And she sort of looks about and sees all this stuff, and then she just sees everything moving all happy and whatnot, and she's just like, "Oh yay, it's a gerbil world."
It's a small world. Now we're DMCA. Siler, well, Lilith is looking at a flower, and Rolly's definitely getting into the beat. What are you doing?
I'm getting the sand out of my clothes. I can stand my precious skin. I need someone to moisturize me. I am all dried out.
You do that
Are you
thing
okay?
where you unbuckle your boot and you just hear bunch of
just
sand
Pour it out.
Oh, that looks really dirty. Here, let me help you out. And Rolly walks up to you and just casts prestidigitation. Some water falls on your head. Wrong spot.
Well,
It works.
let's see.
Sorry.
The music of this entire garden starts to rile up into a crescendo where it stops at the very top of this musical. You see little bits of arms in the trees and flowers and like leaves, like arms start to motion towards you all as to take it away.
That's weird.
That is weird.
But hey,
I kind of want to take one out of the ground, but I don't want to hurt it.
Let's put on a show too.
oh boy.
I don't really dance. That's not my thing.
Oh, don't worry. Kixo can dance just nice. She pulls the same puppet out of the bag of holding and once again connects those little strings of hers. And may I roll a performance check for
You absolutely may.
All right. Dang, that's such a bad roll. But I still got a 10 total.
Let me see my thing here. Okay. Yeah, you start to get your puppet to start to take whatever like almost like take it away type of dance and musical, and you take that initiative to end up having your puppet dance a bit. You see a lot of the flowers and fauna and even like a deer that sort of stands up in a hind leg and starts to clap as they sort of greet and excitedly happy that you participated. Lilith
Hey!
and Siler, as you watch this little segment of happy trees and happy clouds and happy animals, you see a squirrel's happy with the inclusion. The fauna and trees and so maybe even like a little like rabbit stop as they're all looking at you to participate, and the color starts to diminish.
Ooh.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna pull out my loot and also roll a performance check then.
Please do.
Performance. I also got a 10.
10. You see
These
like
all just about average performances.
you see the rabbit kind of go, all right, yeah, good, all right, that's pretty good. And then she starts to clap on that one. However, Lilith, one of the trees that is behind you, like you see a lot of the leaves start to like drop. The coloration of wood of brown starts to turn into this gray, and it starts to loom over you.
Oh no.
What?
You want to join in too?
Do I want to what?
You want to join in too? Here, come dance with Kixo.
Sure. And she looks at the tree, but she takes out her little duck boots. Here.
A little music madness. Well.
And she hands
well.
the little duck boots. They're made like for kids to roller. Do you want to put these on him or her?
Ooh, those look cute.
Lilith, before you have a chance to react, thank you so much for the $10 donation.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And it makes sense since the one person here who didn't immediately go for performance.
No weird thing. She's not into performing.
Lilith, you start to see the branches of this tree start to duplicate and pulse. I need you to roll me a d10.
A D10?
Yeah, as you see it start to grow in this rapid form, the actual ground you start to stand on
2.
starts to dip as you start to see Siler and Rolly as they're currently looking back at you like, do you what? And their voices start to like you almost see the words coming out like an onomatopoeia where it comes out and it
She starts covering her ears.
yeah, you could hear the muffled Oh my god, answer with a $40 donation.
Oh, thank you.
Is that just a single madness roll? Or is that 4 madness
No,
rolls?
we're gonna do another one. There's another single madness roll. But what do you do? As you start to
She covers her ears and then starts to do like a little weird jig.
roll your performance check with advantage.
With advantage?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. The traumatized jig. Oh, wow. Disadvantage. I got a natural 20 and an 18. That's not bad.
Wow, that's really good.
Really good. Jeez.
Performance is +2, so dirty 20.
Dirty
So
20.
she's doing this jig and like crying and covering her ears.
By the way, much love to Antria for that $40 donation. That's a
Thank
biggie.
you.
That's a biggie.
Oh my goodness.
As you
Oh boy.
as you start to kick your heels up, Lilith doing sort of this I mean, you're already in this weird world where everyone else is acting like things are normal. For you, Rolly and Siler, it's a lot like, yeah, you're doing good. This is really fun. You see, like the deer is like, that's really fun. I love the jig. It was perfect. Lilith, you hear, and now you start to hear. As you turn around, even with your ears muffled, you can hear screams and laughter happening all around you.
Okay, she's like jig running now.
Roll me another D10 if you may.
9.
9. Oh my god. Okay. As you start to move forward, everyone else, Siler and Rolly, you start to see Lilith do this sort of this weird jig. And
Jig run.
the tree reverts and goes, all right, good. Good. Keep dancing. And I assume you guys walk forward, or what's the plan?
Oh, she's like running, jumping, trying to do a little dance.
She's like hop skip dancing across the nature. Is there like a path through this forest, or is it really dense?
The funny thing is, the moment that Lilith starts to move forward from this little alcove that you're in, you start to see the grass itself start to recede, and stones start to go. And like in this like musical notion, like dun 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 dun, and you continue walking forward.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm playing too.
Just sorry, Omega Primal had an idea. You might want to put the stuff over the photos because it was partially hidden by our pictures.
Gotcha.
Alert. Thank you, Omega.
So Rolly has just seen her doing like this and dancing weirdly.
I gave you the boots though for the bump.
Yeah, you're handing me these boots, and then all of a sudden the world recedes around you, but all I see is, you want these boots?
You just see utter shock and horror, and she's just like, nope.
I mean, if you really don't want to give these to me, I can give them back.
And she'll take her hands off her ears now. And like she's still kind of like hop dancing, just out of paranoia.
It's funny for you, Lilith, as you're hop dancing, it's almost like you're like on a very loose blanket where the more you walk, like you're trying to go up this strange like dented hill, but it just sort of follows you. Like you're like going this. And after a minute or two, the world starts to right itself and that strange occurrence in your head starts to go away. But you can still hear laughter.
Oh. Well, they always said I was gonna go crazy. You know, but you can have the boots.
Okay. Rolly stops her performance for like a moment, puts the boots on him, and then on Kixo, and then continues the performance. So now I'm assuming Kixo is just squeaking with every step.
Got little duck boots. I don't like this car. Or world, or whatever it is.
You continue forward down this pathway.
Yeah, she's still kind of lightly hopping.
And you come to a point where you meet a cliff, where you even see like a lot of the twigs and branches that are sticking out of this sort of cliffside that goes up for about 30 feet. Actually have like little tiny arms and faces that are like, smile, smile, oh, the world's a smile, and just starts to dance and sing with you all as you're kind of doing this jig around people. Everyone is, and Rolly, you're having the best of times. You're just like, I like this. This is perfect.
Yeah. Rolly's in her element right now. This is just natural joy for her.
You all see that above this cliff, within a giant tree that has this big smile made of apples, you see it's holding outwards, and it's like, I love to dance and sing. And inside of it, you see a red door with a golden handle.
Oh, we gotta get eaten. Weird.
Rolly goes up to the door. She could actually sort of do this like dancing and such.
You are down the cliff right now, about 30 feet.
Oh,
so
right.
if you'd like to climb,
it's well above us. Yeah.
Yeah, I can climb. I don't think I can dance and climb at the same time. I don't. Oopsie.
If you'd like to climb, you can do so.
I'll climb. I'll give Rolly a boost if she needs it.
I mean, Rolly's small enough, you could probably just chuck her up there.
Are you sure?
I am always down for the dumb decisions.
I mean, to Lilith, this seems like a fun decision, but she's not really sure of her own strength, so if she chucks you...
You want to try that?
Try.
Roll me a strength check. Or roll me, it would be
let's
more of
see
an athletics check.
Athletics? Okay.
Yeah.
Would that be on my end?
No, that's her.
Or on her
That's
end?
her trying to chuck you.
Ah,
Okay.
that's good. Because
That's
my
good.
athletics is awful.
Okay, not bad. 15?
15.
Not great, but not bad.
You can probably chuck Rolly. I'm not sure about the puppets, unless you want to put the puppet away.
Yeah, maybe put the puppet in the bag.
Yeah, so if you're doing this and we come up with this idea, Rolly, it's just like, oh, give me a moment. She puts Kixo in the bag and starts dancing herself a little bit before you
Perfect.
pick her up.
Happy you said that.
And then she'll just throw her.
Rolly, you go. You don't go all the full 30 feet, but you do end up getting the edge of the cliff, and you're like, oh! And you quickly had to pull yourself up as you start to see that moment that you are not dancing. The tree goes, what are you doing?
I just want to dance closer.
I just dance with your feet wiggling in that.
You start to do that two-man thing, yeah. Siler, how are you getting up this cliff?
Well, I got climbing gear. So now is it sheer, or are there like good handholds?
There's some handholds you can grab onto.
Okay.
You see some of the branches and vines and roots that are sticking out of this cliffside are like, you want to grab onto me? You can do that.
Nice. All right, I'll just climb, I guess. Just regular hand and foot holds.
All right. Roll me an athletics check, and if you're using your gear, you have advantage.
All right. Wait, you said athletics?
Yes.
Ooh, got a 9.
9 with advantage.
No.
Lilith is just going like
yes,
this.
with advantage.
With a 9 with advantage, you put one hand in. You get about 10 feet, or not even 10 feet. You go about like 8 feet, and you're. One of the handholds you grab onto, since you're no longer performing, goes, why aren't you dancing? And it snaps itself and you fall.
I try to catch him. Because she was at the bottom.
Oh yeah, you...
All right, how far is this fall?
It's about 30 feet, but he only went up 8 feet.
Oh, okay, so he's falling about 30 feet. Rolly,
No,
I'm
the
assuming
cliff
has-
side is about 30 feet. He only got 8 feet. And
Yeah,
then
he
fell.
didn't get very far.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
He didn't really get it. All right. Because I'm just holding on to like I'm like, should I toss Featherfall at him? Because I do have that.
And she'll put you back down. Maybe you should try that again. Maybe, do you want to boost? I mean, I've never thrown a full-grown man before, but I mean, I could try.
I mean, I'm very small for a man, but sure, let's go this.
All right.
Roll me another athletics check. It's
Hang
gonna be higher
on.
DC.
For reference, chat, she was able to throw Rolly. Rolly weighs 36 pounds.
Okay, not bad. Wait, what's my... It's a 16.
16.
13 plus 3.
Siler, I want you to roll me either an acrobatics or athletics check to try to catch yourself as you are being flung up about 20 feet. You're going to hit the side of this wall unless you can't grab onto the side.
Well, luckily acrobatics gives me a +9, so I think we're gonna go with that.
Probably a good choice.
Yeah, that's a good option.
12. I got a 12.
All right, you
12 total.
you go down
Yeah.
about 2 feet and you're like, scrape your nails in there. You see the equipment you left to actually help you the first time. You grab onto that as well, and you start to make your way up the cliffside. As you were doing so, a lot of the there's like a dandelion that's growing out of the side, and it's like, dance, dance, dance.
Just
Why aren't
shake
you
your
dancing?
hips while you're climbing.
That I can do.
You see, it start to
Hey.
pull back.
He kind of tries to dance a little bit while he's climbing.
Kind of do the shimmy. You're doing the shimmy.
Oh, man.
Lilith, how are you getting up there?
I'm climbing. But so if she's not dancing, she's just humming to herself, like trying to be like,
Oh, okay. Roll me an athletics check.
Okay, that's not great.
You have advantage because Siler left his equipment.
Oh, okay. That's better. 18.
18. Easily enough, you start to go by. Since you are humming, you see a lot of the trees and branches start to like lean in, like not fully believing you.
She goes
There's definitely an
louder.
air of concern. You start to make
Just
your
sing
way.
out loud. Sing your lungs out.
But you guys all successfully make it up to the top of the cliff where you do see the giant apple tree that has like the apples made a mouth and eyes, and it's like, you made it! It's fun!
Uh-huh. And she starts doing the little weird jig again in place.
But the the red door with the golden handle, is right in front of you.
You can go now, right?
Rolly just like dances up to it and it's just like, do you mind if we open the door?
Feel free!
Rolly just like walks up to it and starts singing as she opens up the handle, like sort of just swaying her hips to the sounds of the music as she's doing so.
You open the door, and as you start to continue swaying, opening the door itself, you see that there is the same white void.
Unique.
Oh, that's bright.
We're gonna get blinded every time.
Yeah, and I have light sensitivity, so I'm gonna get double blinded every time. Is it like, would it actually affect me like sunlight sensitivity?
it's not like a UV sunlight. It's more like a dull white light that is constantly in this open, endless void.
All right.
By the way, guys, for those who are watching right now, we are $700 away from our 5K goal.
Man,
Oh my god.
that's great.
Add
is-
more madnesses.
Oh, madness.
Give her more madnesses.
No, you can spread the madnesses around. I'm good. Sharon's carried.
This is all for Toys for Tots, everyone. Again, this is for a lovely cause to make sure that kids who are less fortunate can have a toy for Christmas. So please, if you find it in your heart, please donate what you can. And if you can't, feel free to go ahead and
Share the
spread
stream.
the stream, share the news, go ahead and retweet what you can. Make sure that the word is out there. That helps. But as you walk into the door, each one of you, walking into what feels like an endless white void, your footsteps, the door almost like closes behind you and seals, and you no longer hear the music as you just hear goodbye.
Bye-bye.
By the way, Lilith, at this point, the screaming and laughter that you've been hearing in your ear finally goes away.
Thank God.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's a loose definition of fun.
What, are you not having fun?
Not when I hear voices in my head.
Voices? I mean,
Yeah.
they were saying.
You start to hear a man's voice starting to echo, almost like you're hearing it from like the opposite end of a wall, and you hear, "To my darling Abigail." You hear it echoing off. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you with all my heart. And then you hear a woman's voice. Oh, and what a heart, my darling. The voices fade. And before the light flashes again, you hear, okay, ladies, line up. Everyone, I would like you to roll me dex checks.
Oh, I'm great.
I can do that. Just a raw dex.
Just a raw dex.
13.
13.
18.
18. Lilith, you're doing well.
Considering
21.
I'm not
21.
dexterous.
Oh, this is beautiful. As you are once again released from this bright white light of a void, you now find yourselves in what looks like to be a stone-floored, wallpapered walls, string lights all around you, in this circular, almost tavern-like event space where you see there's a bar off to the side. You see several patrons wearing very fine clothes. You see like flowers all over the place, and there on the wall itself you see a banner that says "Congratulations to the lovely bride and groom." You see that there's several bards off to the side who were playing soft music, and right around you all, you see that there are 5 ladies. 3 of them look kind of nervous and scared, while 2 of them are this gaunt-looking coloration in skin, long black hair that's been pulled back. They're wearing this like very nice clothes, dresses, and all of them are looking at Siler with pure shock. Siler, you come to from this bright light, and in your hands, you're holding a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, boy.
Congratulations!
Yay! You got it!
Yay!
You see 3 of the ladies sort of start to take a step back.
Why is it a bad thing? I mean, some people like being single for forever, but it's not that bad.
I mean,
Wait a minute. We're party crashing, aren't we?
Oh. Here, I have this duck toy. You want?
Everyone roll me perception checks.
Man, my
oh, wait.
dice keep flying off.
7.
7.
I am oblivious.
17.
17.
What are we rolling now?
Perception,
Perception.
Perception.
please.
9.
9. Lilith, you're the one to see this, is that the groom, who you can see the sort of sitting in sort of an off table next to his wife, whom is this almost Amazon tall looking woman, who gaunt looking skin, and you start to notice that half the party here, men and women, have this like solid, like swollen, like not swollen, but like sinking in skin, where you see like just their bone structure is very prominent, red eyes, and the 2 ladies that are a little more, that haven't been backing up, look to Siler. Their canines start to grow a bit. Their eyes start to swell into this red, black inkiness, and they go, "That's mine!"
I step in front of him.
Roll me initiative.
Ooh, lovely.
Here we go.
What is
That dice is being nice.
initiative here?
9.
9 for you, Siler. Perfect.
9 is your number today, man.
It is. I'm gonna have to get a different D20, I think.
I need to roll it.
Yes, you need to roll initiative.
9.
9.
9 is the number of the evening.
Siler, Rolly, what are your dex modifiers?
+6.
+2.
Modifier, Siler, not saving throw.
Oh, sorry. Modifier
Your regular dex check.
3.
3.
Sorry.
That means, Siler,
Yeah.
you would go first.
I'm later.
And
I
Lilith, would you
assumed
roll?
as such.
There's a 9 in mine. 19.
19. You've been rolling pretty well.
It's my cozy gamer dice.
Thank you, Cozy Gamer.
Oh,
All right. Let's go ahead and put you on a map, guys.
all right. Sounds great.
Okay, currently Clixo is not out.
Ew.
True.
Siler was here. And let's go ahead and show the audience what we have here. So,
I can't see Siler.
You can't see what?
I can't see Siler on my end.
Oh, I see him.
I'm not sure if that's just something weird.
Oh,
but
Siler's, he's right there. He's above you. That's strange.
I can see it on
maybe-
the stream, but I can't see it in my game, so it's whatever.
Got
You
it.
may want to
huge
log
deal.
out and log back in.
Yeah, maybe refresh the page, which also can help. I'm gonna go and just fix something.
You got it?
Well,
There we
as
go.
this goes on,
Fixed.
Lilith, you are first.
Yeah, she just steps between them two. She's gonna be like, now, ladies. Food is a good thing, but he's not your food. And she's gonna take a swing with her maul.
And Siler from behind also yells, and also you're not my type.
Let's see. +6. Okay, and I forget she gets 2 attacks.
Oh, looks like we're getting the party started.
16 for the first hit.
16? Apologies, guys. Right now I'm making sure that... So for this one, it is unfortunate, but it may be hidden for a sec, but I'll call out what I can. Apologies, what were you doing?
16. Does 16 hit?
Yes, 16 does hit.
Okay. Do you want me to roll the second hit first, or you want me to do damage first?
Go ahead and roll second hit.
That one's only a 15.
15?
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, no, that does not hit. We got a donation around. Good time for some wild magic? Probably.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Swing your maul and the maul sparks midair.
So I want to really apologize for you, Lilith, because I've been sort of trying to make sure that the layout is fine. Your first attack did hit. What was your second attack?
15.
15.
You said it
That does hit.
Oh, it does hit?
My apologies, it does hit. So you do have 2 hits on the board.
Okay, so she's gonna take just like a huge golf swing.
And while that happens, I'll roll the wild magic die.
14 points of damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And then she's gonna go upswing and then down over her head. 9 plus 3, so 12 points of damage on the second
So
hit.
14 and 12.
Yep,
Nice.
26.
26. Yeah, you go swing the first one, crack across the jaw of this creature. You hit again as it tries to recenter itself to look towards you. Its eyes are still very blood red towards Siler, who's still holding on to the bouquet of flowers. But you've gotten its attention as you finally smack that. Ooh, wow. Well,
The mole.
what's the max damage you can roll in your maul?
15.
15. And what did you roll to 12? And that last one?
Yeah.
You do 3 extra damage as your
Ugh.
maul gets a little bit more precise. Something of this whirl that shapes it around gets across. You see a tooth snap off and fly off.
Oh, I gotta save that for later.
It is now the wedding goers' turns. The first one, that's mine, I'm next, and jumps onto you, Lilith, to try to attack.
I mean, are you guys always this desperate? Jesus.
All right, insult them, why don't you? She jumps onto you and tries to bite through your armor.
Ugh.
With her one remaining fang.
Yeah, with her one remaining fang, just try to get that around. That's going to be a 27 to hit.
That is.
Sorry, apologies, 23.
Still hits.
That will be 7 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
plus 2 points of necrotic damage as she sinks her bite into you, and you start to feel like this goes through your veins. You start to feel everything start to pop through. Her second attack is going to be a claw.
Okay.
That one's going to be an 8 to hit.
Miss.
All right. The second wedding goer is going to rush up right here to look towards Siler, who's still holding onto the bouquet, and will attack twice with claws since you're kind of in this weird motion of being protected by Rolly and Lilith.
Can I say a free action? Like, just to say, maybe you should put it down?
Seems like they want it more than you do.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be happy to shove it in her face.
That's a 16 to hit.
That is a hit. Our AC is 13.
Oh, right. No one really uses D4s, but I do. That will be 6 points of damage of slashing as it goes across your stomach. The other one is going to be a natural 1. That one is a complete miss.
I mean, we like
Nice.
those. You don't like them.
Do you do fumbles?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But what it does, instead of trying to swipe at your arm and try to like almost hurt you, it actually reaches towards the bouquet. But you kind of instinctively, if someone's trying to grab onto your stuff, you move your hand back and unable to grab.
All right. And how many damage did I take on the first one?
You did 6 points of slashing damage.
6. Okay. Right. And also, I just looked at my my guy, and apparently he is the rogue, not the bard. So.
I mean, that's what it says on the screen here.
I mean, you were aspiring. You don't know.
You know, you've grown up in bard-like situations. You call yourself a bard.
You're like, I know how to play
Okay,
this.
good.
Yeah, but
just saying, I got more skills in other than bard. So.
for sure. After that, Siler, it is your go.
All right, I'm a fire an eldritch blast.
We're all confused about what we are, aren't we?
Right. 15.
15 does connect. And what is this? Is this because you're magic initiative, correct?
Uh-huh. It's a 1d10 to hit, or 1d10 for damage.
That's correct.
Is it 10? Yeah, it's 10. All right. 2 damage.
2 damage.
I
want to be Mary. That's mine. You hear her growl.
Hand it to her. Hand it to her as Lilith is like trying to shake her.
Throw it. There, have it.
You throw it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you just chuck it a sort of a wide throw as the the actual bouquet flies over. You see the two wedding guests, the two bridesmaids or women, just sort of watch it fly over. Is that your turn, Siler?
I believe so, yes. That would be it.
All right. Rolly, you're up.
All right. I forget in 5e, are there attacks of opportunity from moving out of melee?
There is.
Can I disengage as movement?
You can disengage
Action.
as an action.
Dang.
Yeah.
Unless you're
Unless
like
you're
a rogue
Siler,
or
who
a
can
monk.
do it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take the chance. I'm going to back off a little bit out of this little engagement out of melee range.
Sure. Wedding goer number 2 is gonna try to quickly claw you as you start to move out. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
I have an AC of 13, so that does hit.
Okay. And let's go and roll this. D4s are the hardest to find.
He needs them.
That will be 5 points of slashing damage as you sort of walk away. It quickly catches the back of your cobalt skin.
Ow!
The scales start to fly out.
Ow! All right. As I step back, I then proceed to begin one of my first level spells that I do have, and I cast Sanctuary on Siler.
Okay. Sanctuary is a bonus action. You can definitely do so.
And as my main action, I am going to spend time to pull Kixo out of the bag.
Perfect. What type of magic? What does the magic look like when you create this sort of barrier and sanctuary towards Siler?
Just because it's Rolly and she's probably going to theme it around funny things, the bouquet in your hand starts to light up and emanate an aura around you of like this. It's scented like lavender and bliss or something.
Siler's thrown the bouquet, but the little bits of like petals that have fallen over, sort of dying out from this like already cut bouquet of flowers, start to almost like this bright color of light.
It's like that dust storm from earlier. It starts to swirl around you.
Yeah, and you bring out your bag, quickly grab into it, and you start to see. You grab like almost the back neck of Kixo as you throw him outwards. He lands out. With your
and it takes me another like bonus action to actually connect to him. So he is just a lifeless puppet on the ground right now next to me. Probably more like right here is where I would want to toss him if that's all right.
That is perfect. Back to the top of the round, Lilith.
Are they changing at all? Like the ladies at the side of the throne bouquet, or are they still pretty adamant on attacking us?
You roll a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Keep this dice
Jesus,
for
whatever
forever.
dice you're using.
I never roll this one.
You see that wedding goer number 1 is more focused on you for breaking her tooth, and she's like, "This is a fine dress. I did for so many hours doing this makeup." But wedding goer number 2 looks at the bouquet, looks at number 1, and goes like almost like this evilish eye of, "That's mine now."
Okay, well I'm still gonna attack the one that's on me essentially, and then I'm just gonna be like, "Well, you can't tell. You need to eat more. You're kind of ugly," and she's gonna try to hit.
Wow. Oof.
16.
Yeah, that hits.
You go, girl.
Ooh, I rolled the exact same roll as last time. 15.
15.
Did they both hit?
Both hit. Yeah.
Okay, that's plus 3, so 11 points damage on the first hit, and 13 points of damage, so 24 total.
You reel back as you insult her look.
she
You're
gets
like,
her
"You look bad
maul."
anyways, you need to eat." She goes, "I have been," and
Yeah.
you see her neck just snap in half, and her body goes limp about 2 feet, flies and hits the ground.
When she's on my back like that, it's kind of hard to swing, so she just like does the maul directly backwards and right at her face.
I imagine she's just like holding them all right next to the head and goes, bash.
Yeah.
And she goes and tries to get the tooth off the floor and put it in her bag.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. Nice sharp little tooth.
It sounds like, ew, gross. What are you doing?
I collect doodads, like those boots. This will be good for my wall later.
It just kind of gags a little, turns away.
Wedding goer number 2 rushes to go get the bouquet, which is only a few squares over. Lilith, Siler, I think, no, Rolly, you were two squares too far.
I moved away.
Yeah.
So.
But Lilith and Siler, you may have an opportunity attack if you wish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Come on, dice, be nice. Oh, you were nice. 22.
22
Nope.
does connect. What'd you get, Siler?
Nope. Just nope.
Aw.
12 points.
Probably less than 10 if that's the
Unfortunately.
case.
All right, you
She's
get
like,
her, get her
no.
back. You actually start to you cut along the dress.
I was too distracted by the
The
teeth thing.
tooth.
Yeah. Siler, you notice that the pocket that Lilith has put this in is starting to drip blood.
It's alright, it does that sometimes. It'll dry out.
But she's gonna spend her turn doing that. Let's see, moving to that. Siler, you're up.
I think we're accidentally covering some of the donation and things. I think it
No.
just was underneath me when it went off.
Oh, apologies.
Was anybody paying attention to how much money we had just before that donation went through, so we can know how much it was for?
Here, I can do this. No donation. I think it may have been a follow. Yeah, it was a follow.
I mean, it was. Oh, that's interesting. It was the full like dance around kind of animation. But still, the overlay is underneath us.
We're kind of tight in terms of overlay.
Yeah.
But I'll work something out for that. But Siler, you are. What would you like to do?
Same thing. Another Eldritch Blast, I guess.
Here we go. I'll fix that. There we go. Perfect fix.
Man, I am rolling terribly today. That's like a 2.
You can put that dice in dice jail. Different
Yep.
different
Yep.
dice.
That one's, the whole set's gonna go. To I have 7, so not like I have any problems with dice.
Any bonus actions?
No, I don't have any.
All right. Rolly, you're up.
All right, Rolly's immediate reaction now that Kixo is out is to connect her strings. So Kixo is now standing, and Rolly can forgo her own action and movement to give it to Kixo instead.
Yes, you can.
So she's basically going to puppeteer him over to this other wedding goer, and Kixo is going to do his own attack here. Let me pull up that detail because I am competent and had it up all ahead of time. Totally. But he is, as he is a Boreas puppet, he is able to make an attack and attempt to poison this with his snake-like arms. So,
All right. Go ahead and I think you do need to make a connection, an attack first, correct?
yeah, I do have to make an attack roll.
Go ahead,
So, let's see. I am actually blanking on some things.
I'm just squeezing out my bag.
Yeah, you see a bit of drips of blood.
No matter what my bonus is, that misses because I rolled a 3. So,
I think what you do is that you're still bobbing to the music that you've heard in the last car, and your finger is sort of doing sort of this, and that means Kixo is sort of not fully making an attack.
yeah,
But
that makes sense.
Wedding goer looks back as she sees the scratch and the ruination of her dress, and now sees this puppet. She's like, "No, it's mine." Back to the top of the order, Lilith.
Let me see. How far is she? Helps if I can click. There we go. She's only like 15 feet. I can get to her.
Oh yeah, she's not that far.
Okay. See if I can hit her. That's
That
only
was an accident.
a 14.
A 14 is their AC.
Oh, okay. Oh, let me roll the second one. Nope, that's not gonna hit. That's 2. That dice wore out its luck. one hit on her then. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You can also smite if you wish.
Nah. She's having more fun just bashing their heads in. She's fine.
You hit her you miss the first one. We'll say the first one misses. You
goes
swing
wide.
out. She actually ducks. And what happens is that your maul, is it maul or mace?
No, it's a maul.
It's a maul. It actually connects with the bouquet, and you see a flurry of flowers and petals that, as the flowers are destroyed and ruined, she looks. You see the fangs start to grow a bit, and she goes, "No!" And you crack her again. Definitely a bit dazed. It is her turn. She's going to retaliate. She's going to... This one's going to try to bite you. With an 8 is not going to connect.
No.
But she's going to try to claw you now. But a natural 20 will.
Yep.
Oof.
DMs don't get a lot of natural 20s, so I'm actually quite happy with myself. There we go. You take 10 points of slashing damage
In total?
in total.
Okay.
As she misses the first one, she's screaming. She actually drops the ruined bouquet, just stems of flowers, and she sinks 5 of her long claw-like fingernails directly into your neck as she releases outwards. You see splatter of blood on the floor.
Violent.
It is now Siler's turn.
All right. Do you use flanking for advantage strikes?
No, just like how I don't do like a... Because that sort of makes a pain train, as they like to call it. It's kind of dumb.
Okay. All right. So, is there any way for me to get advantage on the attack? Because that's the only way I can use my sneak attack.
You can actually still get your sneak attack since you have an ally 5 feet within the creature.
Yeah, I'm engaged.
Okay. Cool. Well, according to the thing, this is only 20 feet, so I'm going to get up on her and attack with my short sword.
All right.
And that is a 16.
16. Yes, that definitely does hit. So you may roll damage with your sneak attack. Wild Magical Clock, we got another $5 donation.
Thank you.
So this is going to occur the moment you've done your damage, Siler.
Let's hope it's something good.
Short sword is a d6. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while since I played.
Oh, you're level 3, so I think it's
Rapier.
2d6.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're level 5, so it's 3d6, an additional 3d6.
Okay. But I'm talking about the rapier itself.
Oh, gotcha.
1d8. Okay. So 1d8 plus 3 6s. 4, 7, 10, 15 damage.
15 damage. Siler, as you plunge your sword into the very chest of this wedding, or this one woman who just wanted to catch the bouquet, you start to feel yourself become a bit weightless. First, I want to ask you, how do you want to do this, first of all?
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna go through. I don't know. I'm never
No worries.
gonna describe
Yeah,
my
you stab it through her stomach, and you quickly go upwards. You see, like, there's a nice clean cut up to the shoulder, and you start to feel your feet start to leave you, like the ground, and you look back, and you see that there are small little fairy wings on your back, as almost like this collage of chaos and magic starts to collide into your body, and you are now floating a bit off the ground, about 6 inches from these little tiny fairy wings.
Well, this is interesting.
It's so pretty.
Agreed.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
What?
So you are under the effect of slow fall for the next 6 days.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
she's gonna have the wings for 6 days?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey,
So
now,
it's-
we don't have to throw you anymore.
You can't fly.
No.
You're under slow fall.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't fly, but I can't take fall damage. So.
So if somebody has to inspect a cliff, we know who to throw off.
Well, I guess I don't need. Feather fall on you.
Well, you guys are out of initiative, so I'm gonna move you back
Excellent.
here. What ends up happening is the second wedding goer drops to the floor. Definitely, blood and a bit of insinew start to shoot out. The husband, the groom, drops what he's doing and rushes to you guys. You see a normal-looking human, sort of like mid-30s, sort of short brown hair, definitely tired-looking, like eyes, comes to you and goes, "Okay, fine. You destroyed the bouquet. That's great. My wife's mad. You need to go."
Here, give her this deck toy.
Grabs the toy. Cool. Go, please. And you see this Amazon-looking woman going, like, just sort of sitting back in her chair, tapping very loudly.
You're pretty. They weren't. And then Lilith starts running.
Rolly just sort of like waves childishly, and then like she walks up next to Kixo, and they both sort of like with her puppeteering, they both sort of just like tap dance backwards out of the room.
And Siler's gonna give a bow and a wink to the husband, and later.
Do you want to go to the restrooms, or do you want to go to the kitchen?
I'm following them, so we have kitchen, I guess.
Okay, you
Oh no.
rush to the double doors as you see numerous staff hands stop. There's like a big wedding cake in the corner, and off where you see there's like a janitor's closet is now turned into this red door with a golden handle. The main chef is like, "What are you doing here? Get out! We're not serving cake yet."
How pissed do you guys think she'd be if I just did this?
You see all the staff go, "No!" Did you already do it?
Not yet.
Oh, they're doing that Frozen thing, like, don't.
She's doing the hypothetical.
Alright, I think we're in enough trouble. I won't do it.
You see all of them start to
That would
relax.
be funny, but it would also be mean.
I know. And Lilith like has to put her hand behind her back because she's probably would do it if she does it.
Really like holds up her hand and aims it towards the cake, and like the beginnings of an eldritch blast show in her hand, and then she just like dissipates it and starts laughing to herself and walks in the door.
You see one like meek looking like a server who you get a sense was serving the wedding couple, like the main couple, who was like, "No, don't do that. I have to serve them that. Don't do that." And as you start to conjure this magical aura, he just faints and knocks onto the tile floor.
Oh, sorry about that. I just used prestidigitation and pour some water on his. Try and wake him up.
Did they ruin it? Did they ruin it?
It was just a joke.
But the door is in front of you.
Run through. Or open it and then run through.
Yeah, open it and just like once again tap dance.
A very familiar white void as you start to walk through the door itself behind you closes, starts to disappear, and as you start to walk through, what you hear now, let's see here, there we go. You hear the sound of running water. What were you gonna say, Lilith?
I was gonna ask if I could use an action to do something.
You may. You're currently walking through.
I'm gonna use lay on hands on myself to heal, I think, 19.
You're 5th level. You have 25
Yeah.
hit points to spend. So yes, you can do 19.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so I have 6 points left.
Really just looking at her puppet, making sure that it didn't get hurt at all in the fight. It didn't get touched, so she just like has a very quick inspection of it. Meanwhile, she has like this claw wound across her chest that she's sort of ignoring.
Oh, well, I can give you a little bit if you don't mind, but I'd have to touch you.
Oh, that's fine. Really just like walks over to you, and it's basically like a puppy coming up to you.
I'll put my hand on her shoulder and give her the remaining 6 points.
We all believe in consent here.
Yeah.
I only need the 5.
Oh, okay. Well, 5. I have 1 point left.
1 point left. That might be the difference between life and death.
We got King Destroyer 3939 with 100 biddies right now.
Thank you.
Also, I'm loving that music. Damn. Bits in my cup. That's great.
It's in your cup, eh? Cheese.
The sound of running water starts to get a little louder until finally the white void rushes past you, and you find yourself within an empty sort of park area. Some trees, some benches. There is a flowing waterfall, small, like super small, like something you'd find like in a small park, that goes into like what looks to be a small duck pond with a singular duck just sort of sitting there and watching you all. And about 30 feet to your right is the other red door. There's another one.
Oh, this one's easy.
You know, yeah, let's hope so. Let's not jinx ourselves.
Oh, it's a cute little duck.
I ain't cute.
Oh, it talks.
Ah,
You know, she has shoes that match you.
Oh, you have shoes
has
that
kicks-
matched me.
Yeah, they have
She
little
has,
ducks.
she has Kixo do a little tap dance with the duck shoes.
Do you feel that's right? Do you feel that's a good thing to have my image on your shoes? Is that what you're trying to say? Is you're gonna walk all over me? Is that what you're trying to say? Am I someone you're gonna walk all over?
You need to calm
Well,
down.
no,
It's
they
flattery.
say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
I don't feel flattered.
Okay. She brings the puppet over to her and takes off the shoes. Just tosses them in the bag.
Anyway, you're supposed to get some sort of. Am I supposed to get some sort of royalty over my imagery?
I mean, you're not the only duck. I've seen many before.
I'm the only duck here. I'm the only duck
Well,
here.
here, yes.
I've
Well,
seen
here, yes, but this
one
isn't
duck.
the whole world.
Me.
Are you always this grumpy?
If you're walking all over me, yeah.
Get this compliment.
Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Duckman.
I'm sure I would be very complimented if I was wearing some sort of bandana with a. He gets his wings with some sort of purple demon on it, huh? Would you feel good that if maybe I was wiping my mouth on it, cleaning myself?
I'm not that easily insulted.
That sounds funny.
Oh, now I'm a clown. Oh, now I'm funny. Now I'm a clown to you. Is that what's happening? At that point, a wild magic surge goes off. Thank you so much for another $5 donation.
uh-oh. Duck's about to get bigger.
I feel like Rolly's reaction would be, "You're taking us out of context an awful lot. That's rather rude, don't you think?"
Let's see.
And all this time, Siler's been kind of edging towards the door.
Probably like, shut up, guys. Let's gotta go.
As you start to talk to it, you see that the duck is speaking common, and then who here speaks primordial?
Me like,
Nope.
Does anyone speak deep speech?
no, I can speak
I speak
common
Draconic.
and infernal.
Dwarven.
Does anyone speak Sylvan?
No.
But Rolly, you
Nope.
speak Draconic?
Yes.
You see this duck has been screaming at you, and then it starts to go, and then it switches to something else where it almost sounds like a Fey-like language. Then it sounds almost like this deep, like almost Abyssian-like vocals, and then finally you hear it start to talk in this sort of this draconic growl. Oh yeah, you'd be fine with it. Look at you taking the high road, and then it switches to common as this duck is sort of shifting through this wild magic surge of different languages that's hitting it.
You know, maybe we should just go.
I don't think he realizes that he's speaking all these weird languages.
Well, I don't
Oh,
think.
now I'm weird.
Now we pointed it out.
I mean, you were speaking, and then Rolly switches to Draconic. You were talking in my language like this.
Then it starts to talk in like this very elvish, very like, pristine. I can't say the word right now, but very elegant like language, and then switches to something
Italian.
different. Yeah. And then gets to something else. Yeah, this duck is just—it's almost like a Donald Duck moment where it's just screaming at you from the back.
I think you're broken, but it's okay. And she just pats it on the head, and she's just gonna walk away.
Hold on, while you pat it on, Seb. No, a 12 not hits you as it tries to bite you.
Nope. Bye, Mr. Duck.
You're being really mean, and she's going to prestidigitation could do like any like simple liquids, right?
Like small sensory effects, yeah.
No, prestidigitation is like create things out of small amounts of
correct.
things out
Yeah,
of
it has to
thin
be
air, as I
within your
recall.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking thaumaturgy.
She is going to pull out 2 of her cantrips. She's going to take out prestidigitation and make like a small snowball in her hands.
Okay.
And she's going to throw the snowball at him, but she's going to make it a minor illusion that's slowly getting bigger as it approaches him.
Roll me a deception check with advantage.
Alrighty.
Lilith approves of this.
He's gonna roll a
One.
perception check with disadvantage. Okay.
Dang. 6. That's so
Totally fine.
So badly.
I rolled a 5.
Oh.
To perceive what you're doing, and as you sort of whisper a bit of the incantation, the first one, small snowball, and you whisper the other one as you throw it, it starts to grow in size. The duck goes, oh! Dives into the water, and it just currently stays there.
Bye-bye, Mr. Duck, you're a meanie! And she walks off towards the door.
Yeah, he was a meanie, wasn't he?
He kept taking me out of context. That was rude.
I think anything we said to him was just gonna be an insult.
You guys,
Definitely seemed the type.
No, I liked ducks before I met that one. Kind of don't like them now.
She turns around as you say that, and she's like, "Oh yeah!" And she pulls out the duck shoes back from her bag and puts them back on Kixo. Just as we're leaving.
Kixo does that sort of little first, like, da-da-da-da-da, wearing the
Yeah.
shoes.
Like I'm just imagining that animation I posted in our little chat earlier of just
Yeah.
the dude doing the duck shoes songs from one of the Mario Party games.
You guys continue within this white void as you can now hear the screaming of a duck behind you. As the door closes. As you start to walk through this endless white void once more, you can now hear the sound of rumbling earth. Earth that's currently being jostled and loosened, things that are falling, maybe a small avalanche in like a far distance.
Oh cool, I hope we don't end up in a landslide.
Being loud doesn't help.
You find yourselves as the white void goes away. I'm gonna try to do my best to describe this, but you are in what looks like to be a 10-foot wide hallway with a 10-foot tall ceiling. The path you find yourself seems as it stretches upwards, about 150 feet up. Sorry, 200 feet up. Behind you is a solid stone wall. Now here's where I get a little tricky. Within this 10-foot wide hallway that currently goes upwards, to the left of you, the wall actually continues on a little bit further to what you can see to be active hot coal. That is, you can see the red glow coming off the coals as it's just a wall that it follows this hallway. Just continues going on.
Okay.
It kind of goes on for like a 2.5 feet, so you can like kind of squish yourself if you need to. To the right of you is a large window. I would like everyone to roll me perception checks.
Alrighty.
See if I get better than a 5. Nat 20.
Hey!
Nat
6.
Yeah, I also
6.
got a 6.
Okay. Lilith, you are currently looking at everything else.
No, can I flavor this a little bit? Because
Absolutely.
I imagine immediately as soon as she gets in here, she's just like, oh, hey, this looks like it would echo really nicely. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Lilith is just contemplating about if she can put a coal in her bag or not.
Siler, you look off to the right where you see the window. You see what looks like to be you're on like a pedestal bit, like something that's keeping you guys up. You look down, you just see an endless void, a bottomless pit. That's something that goes continuously down. But you're safe here since you're kind of in this hallway that's covered by walls and a ceiling and a floor. But across the way, about 30 feet, you see a similarly made hallway that almost is perpendicular with you. Goes upwards. You see 4 individuals who are currently, you see like a human, a half-elf, a dragonborn, and a halfling, who are all kind of sweating, looking at each other. They don't even notice you guys, but this is what you see. You see the group of 4 starting to yell and scream at each other at the top to race upwards to what you see a red door on their side.
Okay.
They are screaming because the entire part that they're in starts to rumble as a giant boulder hits the top of the slanted hallway. It starts to roll its way down.
Oh gosh.
3 of them squish themselves against the hot coals. You see them screaming, starting to burn a bit. The 4th individual who's like doesn't want to do that runs down the hallway, hits the empty wall, and gets hit by a boulder that goes through a portal. And then the ball reappears at the top of the hallway. It starts to go in a cycle, just a circle of hitting the bottom, going back up, rolling down. The 3 start to constantly press themselves against the hot coal, going up, avoiding the boulder. 1 falls due to the burns, and the last one makes it to the very top, screaming happily, opens the door, and leaves.
Oh boy. I relay this information to the other 2.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
No, it does not.
A portal appears behind you.
Uh-oh.
The door 200 feet up starts to turn and change, transmute into this reddish door with a golden handle, and a secondary portal on top of the hallway appears, and a giant boulder appears and starts to roll down towards you guys.
Anybody want to get
Why
rid
am
of
I
the
not
rock?
surprised?
Boy, howdy.
Gotta get rid of the rock. Or the portal.
What would you like to do?
I'm looking at how I can get rid of the rock and or portal. I don't think I have anything for this.
I immediately Rolly holds up her offhand and fires an Eldritch Blast at this boulder.
Roll me an attack roll.
All right. At my level, I have 2 blasts, so that's what it's rolling for. And now I get good rolls.
There you go.
Well, I get good hit rolls. I got a nat 10 and a 3 for the damage, so 10 and 3, 13.
13. You fire 2 Eldritch Blasts as one hits it. You see a bit of a... almost like the... Make me a perception check. Rolly.
And incoming battle roll. Nat 1.
Now 1. Both bolts hit the rock, and you see a bit of like crumbling happening, like almost debris, but it's still rolling towards you. So that was your action. We're not going to handle this in initiative, but you're all going to have a thing to do before this boulder rolls over you.
All right. If you said that was an action before you end off with me as a reaction, since it is, can I cast Shield on myself to increase my AC?
You may.
All right. So I'm casting Reaction Shield on myself to increase my AC by 5.
Lilith, Siler. Rolly, are you going to stand in the middle of the hallway?
She's going to slowly move her way towards the mirror side or the window side.
The window is like pressed against the, almost like a complete like C, like a squared C. The only way you can press yourself away to not get rolled over is within the coal side, since it goes a further about 2.5 feet.
Hmm.
And we can't, like, the window, can you break it?
You could try.
Probably not.
Well, I can't do that because I've already done my thing. So as far as where Rolly goes, she sort of snuggles near the side of the coals, but is not pressing herself against it yet.
Okay. We'll come back to you, Rolly, when
still
it gets a little
thinking.
closer. Lilith, Siler. What's the plan?
Man. I'm gonna try and hit the window.
All right, make an attack roll.
I make 2 technically, but we'll see if
you can make
any of them work. Ooh, 2, 24.
24. It's a window. You hit.
Yeah. 6 points.
Okay, you reel back. You see a small spider crack.
Just gonna try and hit it again.
Feel free.
16?
16. Damage, please.
Oh. What do you on the damage rolls? That's 9.
9. You do that thing where you smack it once, it bounces. You flip your maul and you grab it, hit it again. Cracks are getting bigger.
Lord. And she's gonna start backing up towards the coals because that's not working.
Are you pressing yourself against the coals to avoid getting rolled over?
Yeah, why not? She's fire resistant.
Siler, what's your plan?
All right, well, I see that she is cracking the window, so I'm going to try Eldritch Blast on it.
All right.
See if I can blow it out.
Make me an attack roll.
I mean, it's a window. Can't really miss.
I'll say this. Just roll and don't hit a nat 1.
Don't hit a 1. Don't call out
17.
fate.
17. You're good.
All right, and damage 5.
5. Instead of spider cracks, the additional damage that Lilith has done, you start to see a heavy crack starting to form.
All
right, guys, we got to get this window broken before that rock gets here.
I mean, I can try and hit it again if you allow me to. I have to run back over there.
I will tell you this much, is that at the end of all of your turns, the boulder is going to have a turn to roll over you guys. So it is up to you what you'd like to try to do.
I suppose I'll take the time movement to go ahead and press myself against the coals if it's that close.
Yeah, I'll wait for it to land a turn and then I'll try something else.
Rolly, I said I was going to go back to you. Are you going to stand sort of near the coals, or are you going to try to make sure you avoid the boulder?
She's going to stand near the coals. She's not going to smother herself against it, but she's going to go like in a bid, pull open her bag of holding and hold it against the boulder.
I can pick you up so the coals don't burn you.
It's 2.5 feet additional. It's going to be difficult to have two
To like
people.
hold her?
Huh?
To like hold her while I'm standing on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is up to you, Rolly. I'll let you make an intelligence roll right now to see if this will go well. This is going through your mind right now, whether you're trying to figure things out.
Wrong thing. There we go. Rolly isn't putting 2 and 2 together. 8.
I'll say that you bring open your bag. Your bag only opens about this big. The boulder is about 10 feet. It's not going in there.
She says, basically in her head, she says screw it and rolls into the coals.
Each of you take 7 points of fire damage as you press yourself against the coals themselves. The boulder that finally rolls past you guys and rolls into the portal.
Do I take 3? Because I'm fire resistant.
Because you are a tiefling.
Alright, I have an idea.
You now all have a moment as the boulder is not on the map to do something.
What if Siler or Rolly, I think I can freeze it, and then maybe we'll have a better chance of shattering the window. So she'll
Go for it.
she'll go over and try and cast Ray of Frost on the window.
Does that require a save?
I just have to hit.
Okay, just don't roll one.
No pressure. Just don't fuck up. Okay. Hold on. Oh, not bad. 18.
18. Yeah,
And
you definitely can connect with this window.
I think it's just a D8. No, wait. When you reach the 5th level, 2d8. Oh, where's my other D8? 9 points of cold damage.
9 points of damage. You see that the heavy crack that you and Siler have been working on starts to, you see small icicles start to form. Definitely a bit of a frost chill starting to appear in that section where you've thrown the spell. Damage.
Educational moment. This is called ice wedging.
It's 9 points of damage.
9 points. All right. Definitely see the ice and the condensation starts to seep into the cracks themselves.
All right, now you two hit it.
All right. Eldritch Blast it is.
All right.
Rolly actually has another idea finally that she's going to hold on to until the boulder. Actually, we have a moment to do stuff before the boulder reappears.
Correct.
You were saying,
You
right?
essentially have like a turn and a half right now.
All right. Eldritch Blast as well.
So
Hey,
Siler, Rolly, I need you both to roll me attack rolls as 2 Eldritch Blasts from 2 separate casters smack the window.
12 and 9 for the 2 bolts separately because it says to roll them separately.
Yeah, you're good. Roll me damage.
16.
16, totally fine. Roll me damage.
9 total between the 2, 2 and 7.
Perfect.
And 10.
That's what you needed. As these 3 bolts collide into almost like this is where we're becoming DBZ at this point. As these multiple beams and energies, arcane forces from both of your own sort of knowledge and teachings collide in. This giant force, this ball of force smacks into the window, breaks open, bits of shards of glass fly out into this endless void until finally you see that they actually... The endless void seems to have a floor exactly where you guys are standing on.
Yeah. It's
Anybody-
not so endless after all.
And that's our invitation to leave.
Yep, let's go.
I'm assuming movement to get out of this hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a little jarring because you are standing on what looks like an endless void. You can look down and you just see darkness.
You know, if you're afraid of heights, don't look down.
We're just in a cave. That's all I'm thinking.
You start to feel around, and there is a wall, like an invisible... We're doing video game logic, where there's like a invisible wall at a certain point. Like, Siler, you can't get to that other hallway. That's what you
Okay.
notice, that you get stopped. And you start to follow this wall. And it continues upwards, almost perpendicular with the actual hallway you're in.
Right. I do happen to have a lantern on me. I'd like to light that if I can, maybe make it a little brighter.
I also have dark vision, if that matters.
Yeah.
It is a weird experience. Dark vision helps you, it definitely allows you to see in the darkness, but you can't really discern a lot of colors when it comes to dark vision. The added aid of the lantern gives this a weird effect where you can tell, it's almost like those 3D matted paintings where people have
love
drawn
those.
things like a sidewalk with like a chalk, and you walk to the other side and you're like, oh, it's just a drawing the entire time. The added color changes a bit of the coloration in this sort of matted painting, where you get a sense that everything here is a bit illusionary as the boulder itself falls down, starts to roll, and you can tell that there is an emptiness from the side. You can tell that it is not a real boulder.
I was totally gonna test that if we didn't get out.
But that's what I was thinking. I was just going like stand there.
You can see I even put it in chat. I wonder if it's a fake boulder. Dang it! I didn't get a chance to check it out.
I am an evil DM. Yes, I accept this.
Yes.
Well, that's rude.
Lilith just
Rolly.
didn't want to get smooshed.
Rolly and Kixo sort of like skip back into the regular hallway and start walking up against the boulder and just ignore it.
Yeah, just rushes. It's this weird feeling where it's an illusion, but it has a bit of like this, like a small thin
Like a
force to
minor
it.
ethereal presence or
Yeah,
something.
like you feel a bit of coldness as it rushes by you, and you're just like, ugh.
That's chilly.
I put my maul over my back and I flip off the boulder and I keep walking. I was like, what the hell?
If you weren't real, I was going to try and levitate you next.
As you continue going upwards towards the hallway, 200 feet, the boulder passes by you about 2 more times, and each time you're just like instinctually flinches, and then you're like, never mind, it's a fake.
Great, now I hate rocks and ducks, and I liked both those things before this started.
open the
Forget
door.
rock lobster. We're going to get rock duck.
Rock duck.
Mm.
Oh, now
Sounds tasty.
you're gonna make a song about me? Is that what you're gonna do?
Oh, shut up! You're not here.
Want me to throw another snowball at you?
I'm in favor of this plan.
The door opens. You're greeted by the familiar white light. As you walk in, the void itself takes you. You can hear the rumbling of this fake boulder behind you start to diminish, getting a bit quieter as the door disappears.
You know, it'd been nice if that guy could have gave us like some shaded lenses or something before sending us into every room that semi-blinds you before you walk into it.
Agreed.
Where's this kid that we're supposed to deliver the package to? Oh yeah, let me make sure. She pulls out the package out of the bag of holding to make sure it's not been crushed.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. Nice foot by foot, package. Really nice, wrapping and a bow on top.
She smiles, like brushes it off as if there's dust on it, and puts it back in. Okay.
Big thing for our players before we actually continue on with the story. I want to go ahead and take this time to go ahead and remind you guys why we're streaming this. If you're just joining us right now, all of this is for Toys for Tots during here the 12 days of indie. One big shout out to all of the coordinators and admins who put this all together. Of course, the devs, the indie devs of the games who have been participating, as well as our sponsors. I happen to be employed to one of those, so thank you so much, Oris. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and go to one of our sponsored videos to just go and show that off. We're going to take a quick, I think it's a 5-minute video, so we'll take a quick 5-minute break. See you guys in a bit.
Mom, isn't that this one?
See, mi amor, I'm sure they will love it.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you doing? Got some toys to donate.
Alright, thanks for your donation.
Thank you very much.
No matter how you choose to give, your donation sends a
job for you, sport. And great news, it requires driving a big honkin' tank. Here's how to captain your tank. Connect all of the conveyor belts. Craft your ammo by following the blueprints. Then watch your ammo hit your enemies right in the kisser. There are tons of tanks to drive and nearly infinite roads to drive on. I sincerely doubt you'll ever have the same journey twice. Want to drive tanks with friends? Be my guest. You can crush the competition with up to 4 other drivers at once. Time to put you to work. Play Connect Tank today.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Yes, for those who have been watching those videos, all of this is to help the kids, to make sure that you know, they have something to open during the holiday season. Please make sure that they have that joy and experience. Actually, before we continue, maybe we can talk amongst ourselves as players. Do you remember the best Christmas gift you've ever received?
Like as a kid?
Hey, I said Christmas.
Shoot, I don't remember. I would say the thing you gave me. You made me somewhere over there. It's like a Halloween, because Halloween's my favorite holiday, but it's like a Nightmare Before Christmas handmade musical box. So it's like an orange pumpkin, and then when you play it, it's like Jack and Sally's song. So that was probably one of the best gifts I got.
Mine would probably have to be, like, as a kid, it was something completely different, but the most recent one that I'm basically considering a Christmas present is something that I've already received this year, just because of how much of an investment it wound up being. It is the rig for Grom.
Ooh. Oh, cool.
Which, yeah, I'm not getting anything else for Christmas. Let's just say that.
What about you, Steven?
Well, the near the top of the list is probably my air fryer that Honey got me, because it makes it a lot easier than using an oven.
What? You don't even have an air fryer?
I've said this. That's I mean, I've tried air fryers when it comes to like air frying like potatoes, and man, it melts cheese like a boss.
It's great, yeah.
My best Christmas gift has to be when I was young and I got like a Sega Genesis, and it was like my first foray into like gaming as a whole. So all of these wonderful experiences that we've all had, this can be shared. This can be experienced by the less fortunate, those who don't receive anything during the holiday season. It is very heartbreaking, and so you can change that. Every donation, whether it's $1 to $5 to $100, whatever you can give, definitely helps out those who are needy during this holiday season. So please donate what you can, and if you cannot, please share the word. Make sure that everyone within your friends group, who your followers are, make sure that they are aware of this event, and please share the stream, share the word. Make sure that we can change things around here. We are so close to our 5K goal. Only less than $700 off from our goal, so let's hit that.
Excellent.
So, let's get back to the game, shall we? As our merry band of adventurers of 3, Rolly, Siler, Lilith, walk through numerous portals and different worlds and universes, sections and fights, traps, and challenges. You guys enter back into another white void, leaving behind the rumbling of what sounds to be the fake boulder going down the hill. Starts to dissipate. You can now hear sort of random chatter, talks, laughter, the sound of wooden cups hitting the floor. As you enter in from the white void, once again having to correct your eyes, you find yourself in what looks to be a tavern. You've all just emerged from the restroom. As you all come outwards, you could see that there is a bartender off to the side who's currently making drinks, this half-orc woman, talking to a bunch of her patrons. You see there's a couple of circular tables off to the corner where people are playing cards, drinking, talking amongst themselves. I would like every one of our players right now to hold up both of their hands. All right?
I'm doing it like you.
Like this.
Okay.
In a fist. And so you are now free to do what you wish.
Wait, we have to stay like this?
Players are doing this, not your characters.
Oh. This is weird. I'm gonna go to the bar.
Okay. As you say words, every word count it, and end it at 10.
Can I have a drink? I have to end at 10?
No, so you end it there?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and put one hand down. You have 5 left.
I don't like it.
The bartender, as you say this to the bartender, she goes, I'll be one-on-one with one... Give me 1 minute, love. I'll go and deal with you in just a second. Hi! You need to pay for that? Alright, okay. Finish your due. Ma'am, do you need anything? Perfect. I'm sorry, you wanted a drink, yeah? Perfect. Alright. What kind of drink are you looking for?
Ale.
We've got all types. We've got dark ale, we got light ale. Go ahead and put one finger down.
Oh, I had it up. Okay.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you could do that as well.
Okay, dark? This is gonna screw me so bad.
Dark. Well, yeah, we've got a few of those. You know what? I'll surprise you. How about that? Perfect. First 2. What about your friends here? Interesting anything? Any food? We've got food on the platter as well.
She just looks at
Meat.
Meat. We've got all types. We've got chicken. We've got beef. We've got.
Surprise me.
Ooh, surprise you. Sounds good.
Cobalt doesn't care what kind of meat it is. It's meat.
And what about you, gentlemen?
He just shakes his head.
Not hungry? Oh, all right. Well, no worries. Sorry, goes back. Screams to the back. All right, we've got an order of meat surprise, and we're gonna go ahead and get any drinks. We only got 1 ale.
He is broke, remember, so he thinks he can't have anything.
Water.
Water? Sounds good. We gotta get you a glass of water. This is the DM looking at the players.
Yeah.
Starts to pour drinks,
Okay.
slides you over this deep, dark ale, Lilith, as she slides it over to you. Rolly, you got your glass of water along with what looks like to be a side of chicken bones, with like the chicken legs. You can pull them out. You can eat those. Oh, don't worry about him. That's ours. Yeah. she's a beaut. Don't worry about him. Do you like animals?
Yes.
Good. Not much of a talkative sort, are you? You feeling like something interesting? Some cards, maybe?
Talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to all of you.
Oh. Unfortunately, I have no money, so I can't have food.
Can I just put 2 gold
Siler,
pieces there?
As you finish your 10 words, those words, unfortunately, I have no money, so I can't have food, are the only things you can say within this card.
Lovely.
You can say that in any order. You can say no money or no food or something. You can switch up the words themselves, but those are the only words you can say.
Funny.
Is red door 2 words? Yeah.
Is what?
So I am going to do something that might actually mess with the DM's expectations here. I am a puppeteer, and through magic, I can have my puppet do the somatic, aka voice. Actually, I can have my puppet do the vocal stuff for stuff, so I can have Kixo talk in my stead. Does that count as my words since it's through magic?
Would you like to try?
Yes.
Okay, feel free to try.
So Kixo attached through these threads.
Okay.
Just she has Kixo come up to the bar. Mm-hmm. She jumps on the chair and waits, and she has Kixo jump up on the chair next to her, and Kixo just looks up and says, "Hi."
Just hi?
Yeah.
Okay. She looks off to the puppet and goes, "That's an interesting toy. Are you a toy maker?"
Yes, she is. I would be up to this point, assuming you're counting for me.
I am. Because it is your though it is you are going through channeling your somatic through your puppet, it is still your somatic. So you have meat, surprise me, water, yes, hi, yes she is.
I'm just gonna say red door.
Red door?
And mark 2 off. I have one more word. Like red door? Like question?
Well, hold on. That's very cool. I actually like that. It's very lifelike. I mean, I've seen a couple of toy makers in my day, and they've made things that look pale in comparison to what you've made here.
Thanks.
That's it.
Oh,
Well, you're quite welcome, and you're also quite talented. And don't
Thanks.
worry, sir, to you, and motions you to Siler. Don't worry, we're actually currently having a night festival, so first meal is on us. We'll want to make sure you're fed. Is there anything you prefer?
Food.
Food. All right, well, how about a surprise plate for you then? Looks to you, Lilith. Red door. Are you looking for one? I think I've seen one. Could you so just a red door? Is anything else special?
Got one word,
Yes.
man.
Oh, something else special. Was it like the hinges, the design, the handle?
Handle. That's it.
Oh, a special handle. That's it.
I don't know. What are my words?
Okay, we'll go ahead and read this out. For you, Rolly, you have meat. Surprise me. Water. Yes. Hi. Yes, she is. Thanks. Siler, you have, unfortunately, I have no money, so I can't have food. And Lilith, you have, can I have a drink? Ale. Dark. Red door. Handle.
Very dark.
Could you type that in the like the Discord thing for me real quick?
Absolutely.
So can I have a drink? Red door, ale, dark, and handle.
Yes.
Okay.
So Rolly's response to him mentioning something about free food, she just sort of like, she and Kixo turn and look each other like, and then they just both start like very lightly beating their hands on the counter, not like trying to dent it or anything, but they're just like meat.
All right. Listen, we say we pay for the first one. You've got the chicken wings. Any more, it's gonna cost you. But we'll go ahead and get you some food out, all right? Just ask for more meat. Siler, as you wait for your surprise, you're given sort of like this thin cut slab of steak. Sort of slides it to you. There's your meat, sir. Interesting handle. You can't be more specific? No? Oh, come on, you gotta give me something.
She does this, like, trying to be, like, shiny.
Oh,
wait.
we're gonna do charades!
Is there something gold in the bar?
Roll me a perception check. I'm a big fan of games.
Huh. 18.
18. You look around, there's a bottle of gold tequila behind.
She points.
Oh, here, I'll get you one.
No.
Here's your shot.
And she takes the bottle from
Okay,
her.
all right. Hey, listen, if you're going to be paying for that much, you're going to have to pay for it, all right?
She points to the gold part. Handle.
Jose?
Handle.
Cuervo.
No. I can't say no.
You can't say no.
Handle.
Handle. Okay.
Handle.
Label. Tequila?
Rolly like tries to wave the bartender over, and she can I attempt to do a performance to mime out a quill and a piece of parchment?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, we can write things down.
By the way, I can't believe it took you this long to start thinking of writing things down.
I don't know. I'm special.
No, I've already been thinking of it. I was just letting her swap it
okay.
for a little bit. I'm trying to mime this out with 12.
Hold on. If you're waiting for the check, let me get it for you. And brings you back a receipt and a pen. If you go ahead and, yeah. If you want to open up a tab, we can do that.
She takes it and just writes on. She takes the paper and, assuming that nothing interrupts her, she at the very bottom writes, "Magic make speech hard," and sort of like turns it around and shows them. It is written in common.
Oh, poor thing. She has a speech impediment, or
Lilith is just drinking the bottle out of
she holds up another finger, grabs the receipt back, spins it around again, and at the very bottom right, parchment, please.
Sure. You know, I've actually got a cousin who has a speech impediment, such like speech deformity like that. So I understand. Sometimes people feel more comfortable talking, writing things out.
Thanks.
Yeah, perfect. He sort of goes back, see a few ledgers, and he goes like, "We don't need these anymore. This is an old menu." Hands you an old menu.
All right, so Rolly basically just writes out that for some reason we can't really talk more than the words that we used already. It's weird. I'm sad.
Have you been drinking from the other taverns down the line, huh?
Rolly writes on it, "I don't drink alcohol. It tastes yucky. Sorry."
That's adorable. I'm sorry, we were having a door handle? A door?
Lilith grabs a drink and then walks to the handle and is like,
She means gold handle is what Rolly writes.
Gold handle. I was going to tell you not to take that outside. You're not allowed to drink outside. All right, only in the establishment.
She takes a sip and then she hands it back.
That's 2 copper.
She hands her a gold piece.
Thank you. All right, now I feel better now. Gold handle. I think I have seen one. Well, if you've never been here before, is this your first time here?
Yes.
Oh. All right then.
That's one of the words I have, so I could just say yes.
Yeah, you could just say yes.
Ale.
Well, welcome to Aria. It's a nice port town here, and I actually did see a strange door with a golden handle up on one of the ships that's docked here. This large carrier. You could probably talk to
Surprise!
It is surprising. We weren't expecting all of these wonderful guests to come in from all across the continent. If you'd like, you can go talk to them.
So she sort of like takes it and just like writes a little message in it. She's sort of like trying her best to utilize the space as much as possible because she's only got so much. Just like,
yeah,
you have sorcerers and stuff here, right?
Not here.
In general.
In general, we've seen magic folk.
We got here through, like she basically just explains, we got here through a weird portal on this never-ending train thing. It's weird, but it's been funny.
She grabs the paper, reading everything, and you can hear her chuckle a bit, and she goes, "That's a wild story. That's immense. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to one of my writer friends."
Ale.
Ale? You've paid for enough. I'll go ahead and get you another one. Dark one.
I didn't give her her first one. Yeah.
She's just like, "Do you believe me? I mean, I can use this puppet thing," and then she just like has the puppet do a dance in the duck shoes.
Oh, that's amazing! I like the shoes. That's very nice.
The duck didn't.
Well, listen, I'm happy that I was able to encourage you guys here with your whatever story you have going on right now. I've got other patrons to get to, so enjoy your night.
Okay.
If you like, feel free to spend more money. Oh.
No.
Understood. And kind of like takes her leave, helps a bit of the other patrons.
I mean, I gave a gold piece. They probably gave us something.
I actually forgot to write down how much money I have, so.
I only have like 15.
But you guys can actually peer out at one of the windows here, and you can see a giant ship with from the distance, a small little red door with a golden handle up the gangplank.
Door.
You're telling your
yeah.
your party?
Red door.
Yes.
I'm waiting for her to come back with my damn ale first.
She's already given it to you. No,
She jerks it.
Rolly eats. And she on the parchment says, "Sorry to ask so much, but can I have one more piece of parchment for the go?"
Oh, absolutely. Actually, we've got You know, this is an old menu. I know you had to write around some of the paint, the pictures and illustrations we've had. Let me get you a fresh one, okay?
Yay!
Pulls you a fresh one.
Yes. Thanks. So now Rolly has this little thing to write. Something to very much note is that her writing is very childish and poor and almost illegible, but
You pull out a crayon out of nowhere.
she's used to drawing on leather armor with her crayons, so yeah, that's about the effective level of her writing ability.
Well, easily enough. After eating a bit, I will activate this as a short rest for you all. So if you want to roll any hit die, you may. But we're going to move the story along as we're getting close to our end time. You guys make your way to the docks area, where you do see the giant ship with the red door with the golden handle up the gangplank. There is a guard there who stops you all and goes, "Well, you have your business up here."
Let's see if we can say more than one word.
You cannot.
Red door.
Red door.
Red door.
Rolly has, if you'll allow me, on the way over, she was probably scribbling, and she's going to, like, out loud, she's going to say, "Surprise!" and hold up the paper, and the paper is just going to say, "We're looking for this strange red door. There's some magic stuff going on. It's weird."
Alright, I understand that there are some people who've been drinking a lot as of late. Actually takes your paper just to fold it. Alright, everyone, I need you all to turn around. I'm gonna take you to the drunk tank. Excuse me?
Rolly has another paper that pulls out and says, "I don't drink alcohol." And then she has Kixo dance.
I'm gonna roll. Yeah, this guy kind of sees this more of an action of like, this is an inebriated individual. I will say this guy's about to grapple you guys. What would you like to try to do?
How does Rolly feel about being yeeted over this guard?
Rolly just turns to you and sort of like holds out her hands.
Alright, so I'm just gonna chuck her over this guy.
Roll me another strength
and
check.
yell, "Red door!"
You're gonna yell that?
Yeah.
Lilith, do you rush past this guard?
No, I'm throwing her over.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm assuming he's probably gonna want to fight somebody. What am I making?
Athletics check.
Okay, +3 is 17.
17. Rolly, you fly out. Wait, Nyx is there. Clixo, sorry, Clixo is there. Left behind.
She has quite a bit of range. Kixo is going to give this guy a hug because Kixo has advantage on grappling.
Roll me an athletics, or yeah, it's athletics check with advantage.
Yes.
And I'm gonna roll for him.
It is athletics. It's based on strength, so I need to make sure I have properly the strength of this character. I don't want that YouTube video.
Let's just say this is. I rolled something, and it's gonna be great.
Either really good or really bad.
The arcane puppet, the Boreas puppet has double proficiency bonus to the check.
Okay. So would you roll?
Puppet DC. Puppet DC, I'm sorry, I'm having to look up a couple of things real quick, but I do have it now. The DC is going to be, I think it's just a 6, but it gets doubled.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll this.
Please do.
Uh-oh.
Can I not get a nat 1?
Something bad's gonna happen right now.
Uh-oh.
And Rolly, I believe you may be okay, but I think something's gonna break your heart right now.
No.
He rolled a natural 1 as well. what happens is that as Clixo starts to, with open arms, walk towards the guard, like, come on, give me a hug. The guard is almost like dejected and was like, what are you doing? What is that? His back heel misses the pier, the planks that he's standing on. His arm just instinctively reaches outward, grabs Clixo, and they both fall into the water.
Oh no!
Feather fall reaction.
Well, it's not like you're falling several, like hundreds of feet. You're measuring at a pier. You fall like 5 feet.
Can I try and make a grab for?
Right.
You've already
can
thrown.
I attempt to?
Yeah.
Can I attempt to levitate Kixo out of the water?
Make me a perception check because currently they're underwater. You have to see it.
Come on, don't screw me this time. Is it even gonna roll? Come on. Oh. It's acting up on me. It's not actually rolling the perception check on the program, so I'm just going to roll a 1d20. I have a +1 to perception. That's an 18, so a 19 total.
You do see Clixo, who is currently starting to sink, getting a little bit waterlogged.
Alright. Levitate allows me to one creature or object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet. So Kixo comes. Oop.
You hear the guard drops into the water. Help! Help! And then grabs onto the one of the ledge and goes, get back! And so you have a chance to run if you wish.
She is going to levitate Kixo over to herself, and Kixo is just going to fly into the open bag of holding.
Perfect.
She's going to close it and bolt.
And I don't know, I'm just gonna look to Siler and go, red door! And then we'll start running!
I'll hold the door open!
You wish you could scream that. It's not until
I hold up a sign that says, I'll hold the door!
You open the door, and once again, you're
Yeah, I can't see it.
you're greeted by the void, and at this moment, whatever was holding onto your tongue drops, and you can now freely speak.
Oh my gosh.
Just before walking into it, she says, surprise! And closes the door behind her, and she's just like, that was really weird.
That was awful.
I was trying to talk, but nothing came out. It was weird.
She starts to check Kixo for water damage.
You can hear the sound of crackling fire as you walk through this open void. The void itself diminishes from your view, and you appear outside within a small, not very dense forest that is currently being snowed upon. You see puffs of snow being collected, a frozen river off to the side, and what looks like to be a small wooden house. Not in the best conditions. Definitely a bit of the wood itself is a bit rotten. Some of the pieces are missing, but easily seen from your vantage point. That vantage point is you can see a small fire within the house, with a small gnomish child sitting by the fire.
I think that's our kid.
Yeah. Cool gust of wind causes your teeth to chatter as your warmth is instantly stolen.
I imagine I am the most, well, I and maybe Lilith are the most affected, but I know at least kobolds are probably cold-blooded.
Yeah, it's causing the... You see her breath.
Bad time! And she starts just like jogging towards them.
Yeah, follow her.
I think we should probably get inside the house.
As you start to approach the home itself, you start to see that there are like small decorations around the space. You see what looks like to be a snowman, a snow woman. You could see that there is a small little mounds with like eyes, like people, like a child was trying to draw something. Like very decorative of what nature can provide. Twigs that have been made into like a little scarecrow that's just sort of hanging in, like just slumped over off the side. But as you start to get closer, you can see the snow woman starts to dust off a little of the fresh snow and goes, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but do you have a present?
Of course you have a present.
Yes.
I see. All right. Well, I'm so sorry, but maybe you don't know this, but I need that gift more than you do. I have a wonderful child at home. His name is Jackson. He just turned 16, and he's the perfect child.
That's wrong.
No, he's right. He just got his first B in Snowman school, and I promised him at least 50 presents for the holiday. So if you can go ahead and provide that to me, okay? Thank you, thank you.
Why'd you promise him 50 presents?
Because he's a wonderful boy.
This kid doesn't even probably have one present.
That sounds like a good thing. And she pulls out. She reaches into the bag. She starts pulling out Kixo, but what she's actually doing is taking the duck shoes off of Kixo and holds them out.
Thank you, and I also want that one too. I can smell it. I don't know who you all think you are, but I was born in the snow, okay? And you're trespassing. This is my snow.
Okay, Karen. She just starts to jog by.
I will call the guards if you don't do this, and they're gonna arrest you.
I hope you can reform. She's just gonna take her maul out.
Roll initiative.
I was gonna be just like the last guard that tried to mess with us fell in the water.
5.
Oh, 9.
Let's see if I do better for once. 14.
All right, so we got
Run,
5
Rolly,
for Siler,
run.
9 for Lilith, and
14.
14. Perfect. Wait, what was yours, Lilith, once more?
9.
9. Got it.
9.
Okay. She looks as you brandish your weapon. She goes, "That's it. I'm calling my friends, and they're gonna talk bad about you." And she starts to reach out her like stick-like arms, and you see all of the little small domes start to and glow this bright blue glow. Let's go ahead and put you on a map, guys.
You deserve my duck shoes anyway.
I'll take them back after this is done.
Let's go ahead and show the audience.
Oh, she was a Karen.
I know, I just saw that. Oh,
So
man.
we're gonna go ahead and put it that Lilith, you're brandishing your weapon. You're right about here. Rolly, you wanted to provide the thing you brought up.
Kixo's still in the bag.
Okay. So we're gonna have you guys right there. Yeah, we got an entitled snow woman for you guys. So first up is going to be, I need Siler to roll me a d4, please.
Oh, goody.
D4. It is a 4.
A 4. Okay, perfect. I need everyone
always
to.
having-
I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
There it is.
11.
16.
16, 11,
11.
11. Anyone who is higher than a 12, you can see through what looks like to be a flurry of snow that starts to encompass the entire space here where you're standing. For those who did not go past 12, you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Of course.
That was the layer action. Next in line, it's going to be the entitled snow woman.
Not a witch.
I would like everyone to make me a wisdom save.
Oof. Wisdom.
Ooh, natural
like
20
the
plus
wisdom.
4.
Wisdom
18.
save, sorry. I don't think there's a... Is there a separate spot for the wisdom saves? I rolled a wisdom check 9.
9. I don't believe the puppeteer is a proficient in that saving throw, so I think it'd stay at 9.
Yeah.
I think you're like
pretty sure
con
it's-
or dex or something, as well as intelligence. So, Siler, what'd you get?
I got 18.
18. Rolly, you are scared of this self-entitled, self-important, definitely a disgusting snow woman of an individual who...
Mean Karen!
Yeah. Lilith, Siler, you were definitely not afraid. And she is going to reach into the snow and hold up what looks to be this rock-covered snowball and chuck it at, let's say, Lilith.
I mean, I did threaten her livelihood.
You did. That's going to be a 13 to hit.
Miss.
It just...
Dodge.
You see the bit of pebbles and sharp rocks scatter against the ground. That's going to be her turn. As the next person in the line is going to be Lilith. Oh, no. Sorry. Rolly.
Rolly, I was a 14. Yeah.
Yes, you were.
I'm trying to remember something in the stats and whatnot. When we rolled a hit die for that short rest, whatever I rolled, did I heal that much or?
Correct. It is whatever that hit die was plus your con modifier.
I think my con modifier is a nice 0. So
easy to remember.
Yeah. But it almost brought me back to max anyway, so that's good. I am scared.
Correct. So that means any attacks against this snow woman has disadvantage. Also, you are unable to move any closer to her.
I am going to, considering I feel like my life is threatened, I am going to pull out my second puppet, which I don't know if you have a token for.
I do not. But I will bring out the...
Yeah, you can bring out Kixo and we'll just refer to it. This one is my night puppet. And the thing about the night puppet is that she has it move up right next to her, like so. And basically hold on, like stay there, and I'm pretty sure I basically used my action and bonus action at this point. So that is about my turn.
Sure.
As actually last thing is Rolly is going to move behind it.
That sounds appropriate. Yeah, you as an action quickly bring out the secondary puppet. You see the tethers that you have to your fingertips connect tonight, and quickly hide behind it, not trying to get in eyesight. Go ahead and roll me another wisdom save, Rolly.
Wisdom. 9.
9. You're still afraid, unfortunately.
Mean Karen.
Next in line, Lilith.
Debating whether to do something. You know what? She's gonna use Searing Smite on this one.
Okay. Bonus action to cast Searing Smite.
She's gonna try to take 2 attacks. So it just takes extra damage on the hit, right?
You tell me.
Hold on. Yeah, it does.
Cool. So you move up to it, I assume.
Yeah. Okay. I'll move up to her.
Go ahead and make me attack.
Yeah, let me check what the modifier is. 15?
15 does hit.
Ooh. Alright. So 2d6. Let me do this first. 2d6, 10, 13. So 13 points of bludgeoning. Let's see. Extra d6. It says it deals an extra d6 of fire damage to the target and causes the target to ignite in flames. At the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must make a con saving throw or it takes another d6.
Got it. Go ahead and roll me at d6 damage.
6.
6. Nice. Rolling well. You strike the first one as it starts. Just the speed of your weapon as it starts to fly through the air. It catches a bit of flame and actually smacks we'll just use the image we have here, the wine glass out of her hand. The very Karen white wine, bubbly wine glass, because yeah, white wine, bubbly, that's the best one. As it flies
that looks
out.
like yellow snow.
It crashes, a bit of yellow stain. A bit of the little bits of clothing that she does have on starts to ignite on fire.
She gets the second hit. Do I add smite twice or only the one first hit? I don't remember.
It says here, next time you hit a creature, not each time. So it's
just the once.
Just the once.
Okay. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna hit 13.
13. You strike second one. She actually moves off to the side as it goes out.
That ends my turn.
I imagine she's more like, ah!
Yeah. She is screaming a lot of, and it's not like
I'm melting.
like she's like yelling that she's melting. More like that was a $30 glass.
Good for you. You can afford it.
Siler, you're up.
All right, so quick question. Would retrieving something from my pocket be an action or a bonus action?
No, I mean if it's something on your person, you can definitely use it as a. Retrieving it is fine. Using it is another thing.
Okay, so I want to pull my vial of oil out of my.
Yes, you may.
This Karen getting lit up on Twitter.
Roll me
And I would
a
like to.
roll me a range attack.
All right.
That would be.
I still have disadvantage.
You do, unfortunately, because they flurry.
12.
12. It whips by, smacks against the house. Unfortunately, it does not coat the intelligent snow woman.
Gonna have to wipe that off.
Con was a little higher.
I tried.
It was a smart idea.
Yeah, that was smart.
After that, you see the small little snow mounds start to move forward as the entitled snowman's posse starts to make its rounds.
I'm not afraid of the snow mounds, right?
No, you are not afraid of those.
That is good to know.
All right, let's go ahead and see what they can do. Oh, they cannot do anything this round. So what they're going to do instead, they're going to dash. There we go. Going back to the top of the order, we now have the lair action. Rolly, why don't you roll me a d4?
Me? All right.
Yes. And Siler, you are no longer at disadvantage, as the flurry has now dissipated.
1.
1. Let's see what that does.
Let's do it.
The snow itself starts to become a bit of like a jagged ice in this entire arena. Everything is rough terrain for the next round.
Oof.
Interesting.
It is now the entitled snow woman's turn.
She has to make a con save.
Oh, she does.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, she does. That's gonna be a.
You have
It's
to.
not good.
You have to get a 13 or higher.
That's a 5.
Fails. She's gonna take another d6.
Fire damage.
2.
2. All right. Yeah. The hat that she still has along with the scarf is still burning. You see bits of dripping water starting to form as she is currently being burned. All right. She is going to attack with her claw, as you see the actual sharpened bit of wood and twig starts to scrape against you, Lilith, as it attacks.
Okay.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
Hits.
That's
I like that phrase, a dirty 20.
Right?
Never heard
I was
that
just
one
thinking that
before.
too.
You guys have never used that?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Everybody, we play
I am
with this a natural or a dirty 20.
Oh. That's
We
interesting.
just
stealing
we're just boring and calling them that.
Okay, no worries. That's going to be 8 points of slashing
Or
damage.
not.
Okay.
And you take 1 point of cold damage.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. Next one.
Burn, Snow Karen. Yes, I agree, Chad.
Rolly, you are still afraid, but it is your turn.
So the wisdom saves are at the end of my turn, correct?
Correct.
All right. I cannot move towards her, but I can still do other actions sort of as normal. I do have disadvantage due to the flurry. I forget off the top of my head, but Grovel, Cower, and Beg
Oh, for command?
is my kobold ability. As an action, your turn, you can cower pathetically to distract nearby foes. Until the end of your next turn, your allies gain advantage on attack rolls against enemies within 10 feet of you that can see you. And the Karen is so I cannot move towards her. Dang.
I think you'd be able to give Siler a advantage because he's within 10 feet of you. No, it's like... Oh, you need to have the enemy within 10 feet of you.
The enemy has me within 10 feet of me, so I could only apply it to this meatball thing right here next to me, so that won't actually work. But my knight can still do... you know what? I'm just going to Eldritch Blast the Karen.
Sure. Roll me with disadvantage.
Right on. Lowest roll 14, lowest roll 12.
Okay, that means both of them unfortunately miss. If that is the final number.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
Which sucks because the first roll for each of them was 19 and 23.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I'll let you know that she does have an AC of 15, as both.
Okay.
Go outwards.
I've sort of done that through the process of elimination thus far.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that right, Ella?
But you do have a bonus action if you'd like to take anything.
I might just cast Sanctuary with that.
All right. Bit of the snow itself starts to create this ethereal fortress around you, a bit of a barrier and shield.
Okay, Lilith is in the main combat area right now, and Rolly is confident enough in her knight's ability to defend her. So, as a result, she is going to use Sanctuary on Lilith.
Okay, Lilith. A bit of the snow itself starts to come up and protect you. After that, after Rolly, it is now Lilith's turn.
I'm going to use my action to cast Bless on us three. So you have a D4 to your saves and your attacks.
Oh.
But that'll be my action because I can't do anything else.
Clever. Siler, it's your turn.
That works. All right, I suppose I will move within range if I can get this thing to do it.
I can get
it's really laggy on my computer. Okay. And then I'm going to, I guess, attack with my sword.
Oh wait, I forgot to do one thing at the end of my turn. I'm just going to posthumously roll my wisdom save.
Oh, yes,
just
please.
In case.
Please do so.
Give me another 9.
Oh.
No, it actually just isn't rolling right now, so I just have to manually roll it again.
Okay, Silvery.
19, 20 max, 20
you
total.
Are no longer afraid.
I missed.
What'd you roll?
A 5 and a 2.
Ah. Yeah, quickly. Unfortunately misses. It's now the snowball's turns. This one. This one will have to dash. So, the one next to you, Lilith, I need you to make me a con save, and I need Siler and Rolly and Knight to make me a con save as well.
Is she trying to hit me because I have Sanctuary?
You're right. Let me make a wisdom save. That's going to be a 2. It cannot make an attack on you.
Okay.
However, Siler, Knight, and Rolly need to make me con saves.
I got 10.
You succeed.
Don't forget you have a D4 to the save.
Okay, well. 11.
You succeed.
Saves and attacks.
Rolly, what is your saves?
Which save again?
Con saves.
Plus a D4.
Con save.
This is for you and Knight.
Con save for me, con check for me is 17. And technically, the Knight has a separate, thing, con of 10, so it's basically the same -1. So, let me, just roll 1d20, it's a +0. 19. All right,
19.
Knight's fine.
These actual snowballs sink into the ground, and you see a cone or like this circular radius of coldness washes over you. You can even feel a bit of the frost itself start to roll up your ankles. but you do not take any cold damage.
Nice.
I wonder why this poor kid gets gifted Christmas.
I need Lilith to roll me a d4.
3.
3. Oh man, we're seeing it all, aren't we?
Yeah, no, we're all going in a backwards order.
This is fun. Okay.
I'm afraid of the DM's definition of fun.
Right?
You should be. Somebody that plays with him on a regular basis, you should be.
A wall of ice forms in this space where it's currently creating a bit of a blockade towards the west for you, Lilith. That's it. That's for the lair. It is now the entitled snow woman who needs to make another save.
Constitution save.
Natural 1.
Okay. It's only 2. 2 points fire damage.
All right.
I'll take it though.
Perfect. She's going to look towards Siler, and she's going to make a claw attack.
No, she is going to make a wisdom saving throw to see if she can even do that in the first place. Because
towards
wait,
Siler?
no, it's Siler. Right,
It's
right,
me,
correct.
yeah.
Yes. She's already made an attack against Lilith, and now she's going to try her luck against Siler, who rolled a 22.
Damn.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge to halve the damage.
Hey, not bad. All right.
That's a good call. Being less dead is generally preferred.
Instead
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
instead of 12 points of damage, you take 6.
Nice. Much nicer.
Absolutely. And that's her turn. Oh wait. You also. All right. Add another damage to that because it would have been 2 points of cold damage. You take half.
Okay.
So added 1 to that. Rolly, you're up. No longer afraid.
I forgot about one of the things that the knight could have done that would have helped out there. That I should have done because my turn was next anyway, so I will have to remember that next time. But yeah, Rolly is going to shoot another couple Eldritch Blasts at this woman. The flurry is still causing disadvantage, right?
No, that is gone.
That is gone? Okay, that is good for me, because that just means to Eldritch Blasts go off. Boom, boom, 17, 18, 6, and 8 damage, respectively.
6 and 8, got it. Yeah, both. You start to create little holes where this snow woman is. You see one in the stomach and one on the, there's 3 circulars. One on the bottom and one on the top.
Take that, so Karen! And, how many targets can I have Sanctuary cast upon? Is it only one at a time, or?
One at a
may
time
have
because
to
it's a
up
concentration spell.
Yeah.
Okay. So I cannot do any more of that, but... Okay, I believe that's about the extent of what I can do, because I can't have my lovely puppet attack with a bonus action, so that is the end of my turn.
Understood. So that means after Rolly, it's going to be Siler.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and swing, and try not to miss this time. 17.
17 connects. You may use damage and sneak attack because your ally is fighting.
So a D8 and 3D6.
Hear all those die?
All right. 9 and 9. 18.
Ooh. Wow. 2 solid strikes. You actually cut off finally a bit of the head where the little sun hat falls. She's like, I will have the board on this. And you see her
Nobody cares about your Gucci.
Any bonus actions?
Mm-mm.
All right.
No, that is it.
It is now going to be the snow methods. I need everyone to make me a con save. I will make a wisdom save, see if they actually can target you.
They're before me in the initiative?
They're at the very end.
Okay, because I haven't gone yet.
You haven't gone yet?
No.
Lilith, I'm so sorry.
That's why I was just waiting. I was like, man, maybe they're before me.
Apologies. Feel free to go, Lilith.
Alright, just gonna get smacked. I'm gonna put a branding smite into this one.
Ooh.
More fire!
I don't know what this means.
It's radiant damage.
Burn her on Twitter.
That'll hit, I think.
All
19.
me and my 22 followers.
19.
19 does hit.
Okay, so she's gonna get 8 points of just bludgeoning
Okay.
on this. Let me roll. So it's 2d6 of radiant damage on the second. That's 7 of radiant damage.
Nice.
I gotta get a calculator on this.
They don't care about your pie recipes, Karen.
Ooh, she's looking bad. She's still standing.
Oh, I got one more hit.
Go for it.
See if that does it.
Plus 11 plus 6, so 17.
17 hits.
Max
Ooh.
damage, go.
9 plus 3, so 12 points of damage on the second hit.
As a DM, I'll let you know that she is looking very bad. She needs a little more oomph. If you'd like to do a smite, you can. But if not, we're gonna go to the next turn.
I mean, I could, if you allow me to burn it, I will.
You can do smite at the end of any turn. Like, once you make a connection, you have a choice of doing smite.
Yeah, I'll burn another branding.
All right.
To
Oh, no,
us.
you burn a spell slot, and you can do smite damage.
Oh, okay, got you. So it's still the 2d6.
Yes, 2d6.
So 5 points of radiant.
How do you want to do this?
Lilith is a literally traumatized child because her whole backstory is that she's adopted and she didn't get nothing. So like she's just like, I'm over this. And she was like, nobody cares about your entitled ass, you wench. And then she goes through the snowman in half.
She crumbles into a pile of snow. The bits of beads and bobs that were making up her face get scattered into the wind. Her twig-like arms almost flail around as they drop to the end. The other Mephits who were like pulsating, making sure that you guys had like these cold damage each turn, smoosh into like just nothing piles, and you guys are out of initiative.
I pull out my magical scroll and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna post this on Quilstagram.
Lilith is gonna go wipe the oil off the house with the snow because she doesn't want that house to accidentally catch on fire.
Sure.
Rolly sort of helps out by using prestidigitation to spawn some water on top of it to help wash it off. Not that water and oil go very well.
Yeah, not that it goes great, but she's just hoping that it makes it less flammable in case.
Lilith,
Siler wants to check to see if anything valuable is in the snow.
roll me an investigation check.
Oh, I want to retrieve my duck shoes.
Oh, you can retrieve. Yeah, they're off to the side in a little bit of a
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
Yep.
I love it. What you do find, first of all, you're the first one to find the duck shoes. But in addition to that, you do see that the wine glass that she was holding, it's very intricately designed. It actually has like a golden base.
And it isn't shattered?
It fell into snow.
Nice cushioning. It must be a fluffy kind of snow.
Yeah, it's fresh snow. Lilith, Rolly, as you're currently cleaning up the oil, you do see through the window the child who's like been watching this entire time, like ecstatically, rushes to the front door and opens it, and goes, "I saw everything."
Hi!
Hi.
And Lilith kind of nudges Rolly.
Oh yeah. She actually pulls out the proper present and just like sort of holds it up.
The child grabs it, and you see a bit of teary eye, not like crying, but like definitely a bit of watery eye, and like just this ecstatic from mouth, smile from ear to ear. Puts the present to the side and goes to you, Rolly, and just immediately grabs your leg. Actually, she is a child. You're a small person, so probably
I'm 3 foot. She hugs me.
hugs you. Goes to you. Goes to you. Lilith does the same, and does to you, Siler. Just like this warm, gentle hug, and goes back to the arch, the archway of the door, and goes, "Thank you so much."
Maybe we should give him the duck shoes.
But why? I never get gifts. Why am I getting one?
I can see why.
There was this like weird balding gnome guy with like a goatee and a mustache, and he really wanted you to have it for some reason.
White hair.
Oh, Santa?
Everyone deserves presents.
Is that what he called himself? Is his name Santa?
Santa.
Maybe.
just still full of joy, brings you in, wants to, like that child thing where they want to tell you something important and bring like the full, like, can I tell you a secret?
Rolly immediately is just like, ooh, ooh, and walks over and just leans in.
As everyone leans in, you hear the child say, "Good! Now, practice what you preach." The door closes as you see, for the very half second, you see the old gnome where the child was. The door slams open and reopens, and you see now the archway no longer white through this amazing portal, but now your homes.
Take my money.
Hold on.
Lilith left her duck shoes there. That's all right.
Rolly does one last thing here. She walks over to the smoldering remains of the Karen's hat, brushes off like whatever ashes are possible, and just puts it on snugly, and then walks out.
As you do so, as you start to walk towards the... By the way, thank you so much for that donation. We've got another donation. They mentioned they wanted a wild magic roll, so I'll include that with the madness roll, which is usually a 10. So as you guys all start to pick up your things, walk towards the portal to go home, because we're nearing the end of our stream here. I need everyone to make me a dex saving throw.
Hey, we technically still have bless up, y'all. Just gonna throw that out there. You got 2 4.
That's true.
14.
14. Succeed.
15.
Succeed.
I think my dex probably +1. 15 plus... 22.
22.
It's a lot of dice I hear over there.
A fireball explodes behind you. You guys are not even watching the explosion. We're doing action style movie as the entire world starts to erupt.
Look at explosion.
Just walking away, y'all.
You start to walk away, and as you touch the portal, each and every one of you turn into a sheep as you exit out of this realm, as this is where we're going to conclude our little one-shot of the Eternity Rail. You guys all did something weird on that one. I will also say that you guys walk away. One of the madness things that you start to hear is whispers in your ear constantly, as you are now for the next maybe hour or so, kind of an insane sheep.
Bah.
That was great.
I absolutely love it.
I just want to imagine what my night puppet would be like. Do they turn into a sheep with me? Am I sheeping along?
It's a sheep with a string
sheep
in your mouth, and you're dragging a puppet sheep.
It's like a sheep just like biting onto like the rope of a sled and bringing it along.
Rolly, Siler, and Lilith, you guys are all returned back to your original worlds and lives, as that you were taken from the offer from the old gnome who told you to deliver the present in exchange to going home was fulfilled, as you guys are returned.
I'm gonna miss this place. That was
fun. That was actually really fun.
Thank you to my players. Thank you guys for joining me on this one.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and thank you so much to you guys who are watching. Real quick, let's go ahead and just do a quick reminder, everyone. This is all for Toys for Tots. All the donations you've been doing this entire one-shot has been for the children, so please give yourself a round of applause for all the amazing donations out there. Thank you so much. Continue to go and spread the word for the amazing streamers that'll be following us afterwards. That includes Ari Plays Retro, who will be playing after us. Ari, are you in chat right now? Have you happened to be in chat? Hopefully. I'm sure they'll be playing some amazing games for you, all from maybe our amazing devs who will be taking part in here. I'm here! Yes! Good to see you, Ari.
Great, Ari.
excellent.
Let's see here. Steven, where can people find you? And Trisky, where can people find you as well?
Well, I do make YouTube videos, though I've been a little slack on that. I also stream on Twitch. Same name, Steven J. I can put that in chat, or you can just shout out. But yeah, that's me.
Perfect.
And as for me, considering this was a tabletop stream that we did today, I'm going to mainly promote my Unlucky Rolls channel. It's my secondary channel where we do tabletop games, mainly non-D&D campaigns. We are going to be doing a Fallout themed one every other Saturday starting at the very early December. We are running a Pathfinder first edition campaign right now called The Monsters of Morgrim, where party members consist of a goblin, a kobold, a gelatinous cube, and a mimic fighter. They're a very interesting party. And we also run a Necromunda campaign, which is Warhammer 40k universe.
Amazing.
You'll also find me throughout the rest of the marathon as Grom the Orc, which is my gaming stuff. So I have a couple more slots during this marathon where you'll see me.
And you can catch me and Amber at Arcane Focus D&D. We do this every Saturday and sometimes Sundays for one-shots. But it's hit 6 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and give it to our amazing streamer, Ari Plays Retro. So I'm going to go into a starting soon screen for you, Ari. I'll go and give a countdown on to chat, and we'll go and stop the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us once again. Check you next time.
Bye.